hello! Hello there, disembodied voice. Oh, you're floating around again. Hello, I haven't seen you in a while. I haven't seen you since, well, the future, I guess. Let me explain. You see, when I did the wizard trials to become the Grand High Wizard, or Time Wizard, that was the future. That was in the future. The future from now. I participated in trials and won and became, the Grand High Time Wizard. Then I came back in time because I wanted to build an office and a home to, do all my tests and experiments and cases and plot out time. And this is the least chaotic time of all times. Didn't expect that now, did you? But yes, welcome back to to this, and I want to say, don't forget to like, subscribe, share with all your friends, don't forget to eat spaghetti, and disembodied voice, you float around and do whatever you need to do. Alright, wizard out, let's go! As I said, we're in the past, and honestly, I'm happy that this is the least chaotic timeline. 2020 just seems like a timeline where nothing important happened. No wars or famine, or does it... Oh. Well, no wars and famine happened in 2020. Not for anyone in any worlds or dimensions. Although, there was Earth that had a bit of a snafu, you could say. Nah, that was a little awkward. Either way, I would need an office, I should say. A place where I can plot out everything, have my workers working, and just know where I can go back to do paperwork and documents. Now, the other wizards of the council have told me that I can pluck any building or city out of any universe and place it right here. Right here in this beautiful world. That's right. And I have thought about it long and hard. Long and hard. And I thought to myself, I'm good friends with someone named Business Friendly. He's a good guy, a little talkative, a little fast-paced talking. And he used to live in a world called Coolsville. Well, a town called Coolsville. And he built it, and it was wonderful. And I thought to myself, I like Coolsville. Well, I like the name of it. And I'm not sure what the city looks like. But, he's a modern man, so I might have to give it my medieval touch. A wizardy touch, you could say. That does mean, however, I'm going to have to place a giant city right here. It's going to take a lot of magic. Pulling this entire city through time is going to be rough, but I believe I can do it. I mean, past me would have been able to do it, and post me, or future me, maybe not so much, but present me can. I know it doesn't really make any sense, but this is just timey-wimey shit, okay? It's not meant to make sense, It's not. Think of it this way. In the 1990s, well, maybe that's too far, but 1990s is when I was doing a lot of the boring stuff. In the 1980s, I was a young child in Hogwarts. In 1990s, I grew up and did a few things, and then in the 2030s and 40s, I was participating to be a Grand High Wizard. And now in 2020, I am the Grand High Wizard, and I get it. The math and science and everything collides. Time doesn't make sense. That's all you need to know. Time does not make sense. Either way, we have to use some magic and turn this area into a city. Are you ready? I'm scared. Alright. 1, 2, time magic! Magic! Oh my. Oh, this is this is big and white. It kind of reminds me of something. I'm not gonna say what. Looking a bit odd. Anyway, we brought an entire city through time. Congratulations, us! We did a good job. And no one died. Well, no one from the future, past, I don't know, no one died right now. As you can see, we brought this Coolsville city through time. Avoid you. Isn't it lovely? We've got a little aquarium here. It's, very modern. Lots of white and clean blocks. Not a medieval touch in sight. I guess that's a little bit medieval over there. But, yeah, this is very dark. Oh, look, it's a cake store with a giant Mr. Cake on the top. Oh, and look, there's a redstone store? Oh, how interesting. Okay, there's an office building here. I mean, everything looks nice, but it's just way too modern. I just believe the materials that you use are very important, and most of this doesn't feel like me. Oh, there's one over here that's... Oh, no, I was about to say it looks very, no. Oh, it's a giant wizard cow. Why is there a giant wizard cow here? That's just weird. Oh, it looks cute, though. What I'm learning from this place is that the business friendly really likes modern builds, but that's not really our cup of tea. That means we're going to have to go through this giant build and give it the wizardy touch. We're going to have to turn it into more of a medieval city, something that a wizard would be happy to live in. And that's not So Evil Corp. Oh, jeez. That's a frightening place. And I believe it's quite dark inside. Yes, very dark. Oh, goodness me. Oh, right. Well, that's not So Evil Corp. We have a lot of work ahead of us. We have to turn each of these buildings into a medieval masterpiece. And, there's so much to do. I'm worried that I've bitten off more than I can chew. But I do love the look of this place. And with the newfound, dimension that we're in, there are a lot more blocks and building pieces that we can use. I wonder how it's going to turn out. Either way, we should probably start planning, Start talking about it a bit more, and, oh, it's a statue. Kind of reminds me of the statue of Cthulhu. May the Cobble be praised, and may we all praise him. Cthulhu be praised. Oh, that's the last page. The Book of Cobble. Cthulhu cometh, the sea will soon run red with blood of the innocent, and the ground will convert into cobblestone, and all who do not bow down to me will answer to my wrath. My followers will grow, and if you are not to join us in their cause of destruction, what? Cause of destruction. Oh, join the cobble cult of the cult of cobble, and erect statues in my name. Statues. Oh, I can't read very well. I apologize. And your lands will be converted to cobble. All must listen to the word of the cobble one. Cobble. One will be selected as the leader of my cause and will spread the word of the Cthulhu. Cthulhu? Who's that? I've heard rumblings about a strange being threatening all the friendlies, but I didn't think it was true. Cthulhu, huh? Yeah, more like Cabo Chumpo. Oh, I'm so funny. But no, I don't think he's going to be much of a threat. We'll take down the statue and put something pretty up, like a tree. Something a little bit more of value. But yes, I can see how this is going to work out. We do have redstone contraptions inside of these areas. I believe inside of here we have a pumpkin creator. I feel like something was supposed to be here. There's beetroot in there for no apparent reason. There's heaps of pumpkins. Like, a lot of pumpkins. A lot of chicken. Some seeds. Oh, lots of potatoes and carrots. So tasty. At least we're gonna be okay for food, that's for sure. In here we have wool, I believe. Yes, different colored wool, but a giant sheep. But it sounds like the sheep did not make it through the time portal. I don't know how to take living organisms through time yet. I'll learn. I just need a place in which to experiment, a nice little experimental room in which to do tests on test subjects, and finally we can send things through time. It'll be perfect. Oh, what's this one? This is a dye store? Yes, it's got lots of dyes. That'll come in handy. We have another redstone contraption. What's this one got inside of it? Oh, sugarcane. How lovely. I like sugarcane. What's inside of this one? Oh, bamboo. Yes, bamboo. That I'm gonna guess is a rocket store from or a candy cane store from the giant thing inside. Although there are not Although there does not seem to be any... Oh, there's diamonds in there. Looks like whoever made this got some sales right at the end. But there are some rockets. Not many, but some rockets are here. Okay. There's only some rockets. That's still going to be helpful. I'm guessing that's a library with all the goddamn books. And this is the Whitehouse. Ooh, a house of white. Of course. And, hopefully... Yes! They left all their building blocks here. Wonderful. There's all the basic building blocks, though. Nothing too fancy. Oh, there's some diamonds in there. Wonderful. It's, lots of iron for us to start off with. This is perfect. Good start to a good day, you know? A first day, I suppose. Definitely gonna use that as my bed. Oh, it's just a shulker full of cobblestone. Oh, lots of shulkers here. Of random items that never got sorted. Wonderful. They basically left me a job to do. Not a big fan of, having to do that, but, it's fine, it's fine. Oh, look, more diamonds. It's just leaving diamonds all over the place. It's as if this person had lots of diamonds. How inappropriate. Either way, I think that we should get into all of this and, have a look. I definitely think that we should, transform every single building here, one by one, and turn it more medieval. We're gonna have to use a lot of wood and different types of wood, glass and lots of more detail. I feel like the reason why this feels so modern is the lack of detail, the lack of pieces added to it. And if you look outside the window, there's just lots of pillars, and I believe that that's what's missing from this place, is the detail. And it definitely was from a different time, you know? It's from a different person, different time. I think we should get into it, though. You're probably wondering what you can expect from me, especially now that we're here. Well, we need to build an office. An office where we can talk about what we want to do in the future, and I have a few ideas. I'm thinking of a project. A project where we take a whole bunch of candidates or interns into a different timeline and see how they react and see how they act in certain things, to see if we've evolved as humans, you know? If humans have evolved, then they will act differently in the same timelines. But if they have not, well, then, you know, they'll act the same and lead to their demise. Have humans evolved is the question. Have humans evolved is the question that we're going to answer with these experiments. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Over my many years, I have wondered to myself, have humans evolved? And I guess we're going to find out. All right, everyone, let's go. First thing is first, I'm going to have to use my wizard abilities to bring in my tools. I need tools to take out this monstrosity. I think I'm going to have to do some obvious replacements. Yeah, we're going to have to replace some things here. So with this building, it is called the Whitehouse, and or a Whitehouse. I'm thinking of transforming this by putting taking out these little inside bits, as you can see with the C blocks. I'm going to make it so that there's just pillars, and on top is a globe or like a dome of glass, kind of giving it the more greenhouse feel. We're going to turn this White House into a greenhouse. I still want to keep the water feature in the middle, but I do want to fix it up by putting wood. So yeah, we're going to replace a lot of this with wood. Most of it is going to be filled with wood, and the glass is definitely going to, the glassy feel is definitely going to stay. So it's going to turn into wood and glass as we turn it into a nice greenhouse. I definitely want to explore the plants of this area and put some more plants around here. Maybe not so uniform. I just want this entire area covered in plants, and then we'll have a hedge going all the way around the edge, just around here. But in all of this inside, I want plants, flowers, and everything in between. Nature. And I want it to be growing up the side of this building. So this is going to take a lot. But first of all, we need to remove the roof. Oh, but I probably should summon in my tools. 1 second. Alright, I've got my tools. I ported them in. Now, I don't know how good they are, being that I've never used them before. Oh, they're alright. Oh, they did do the job. Look at that. Very nice. I'll place this back now. But yes, they'll do the job. They're very wonderful. Gotta take them from another portal. I hope no one minds that I stole these. I will place them back in the time that they were taken from once I've finished with them. and I placed mending on them with some enchanting powers so that I could return them in the way that I found them. Perfect. I also have a ridiculous amount of health thanks to my rings and necklaces and such. Definitely something I should look into. Okay, first thing is first, I feel like we should probably remove all the chests. Don't you? They're just, oh, there's still stuff in the chests. What? Oh, this must be business-friendly things. Oh my. But I suppose I could... No, it's fine. He won't miss them. I mean, they're ported in for a different time, so... that's fine, that's fine. We will use the items to make the rest of this. I guess we'll just do that first. So first of all, I want to replace a lot of these pillars. We're going to replace every single one of these pillars, but first we're going to have to break the roof. In order for the pillars to make sense on the sides, I need to be able to break the roof at the top to see how tall the pillars need to be to make more of a greenhouse shape rather than an edged roof like up there. So, we're going to go up to the top using some scaffolding and break that roof! I wonder if Business Friendly has any scaffolding. I mean, he has to, right? I even have my acanthist! Oh, I love my acanthist. My pink, beautiful acanthist. Look at her! Ah, I got her when I was just a little wee boy. It was my father's weapon. Oh, he wasn't much of a fighter, but boy, he did like jabbing people with the acanthist. Oh, there we go. There's some scaffolding. We'll use that to get to the top. Alright. Oh. Now, I hope Business Friendly doesn't mind me using his things. I mean, he didn't mind me stealing his building, so I don't imagine so. We're also going to have to change all that, that flooring right there. That's a bit ugly. Oh. Oh my. Oh, I see. He made this so that nothing would spawn up here. I don't really care as much. Alright, let's do this. Let's break all of these. I'm just going to wipe out this entire area on the roof. And I think it's going to go down to about here. Yeah, let's see this side. This side's more of the definer. Yeah, it's going to go to about here. And that we're going to have to break the roof. Just going to break this roof off. Wonderful. And yeah, we'll do these 3 layers. Everything that's not those pillars are going to be broken, so I might as well go just do around and kind of chip off the old top, leaving at least 1 at the front. And yeah, all of this has to go so that we can make the shape for the greenhouse. Don't worry, I mean, this part will go up higher, so that we can, you know, counteract the fact that obviously we're taking out this flat roof. And that probably does mean that this is going to be taller. Well, we might as well find some sea creatures to go inside too, being that it looks a bit empty. There could be something in there, I just haven't seen any. No? No, it doesn't seem to be any sea creatures, poor things. They probably just didn't survive the teleporting. I wouldn't be surprised, you know. There was... I may or may have not experienced a bit of an issue while teleporting through time. I heard some loud ha's and loud ha's as well, so it makes me think that certain creatures did not survive the trip. It's alright. Not everyone will survive. At the end of the day, we all die, including villagers. And you know what? That's fine. Alright. So I'm going to continue on with this and get it all removed. It should only be a moment. Alright, now that the roof is gone, it's time to do the outside pillars. I know you're probably thinking I was going to do the roof first, but no. I just had to get it out of the way. We have to come out here and do these pillars. Now replace them with wood. And I am going to replace them all the way up. With pieces like this, I'm still going to replace it to about there, and then we'll have like slabs to connect it all. We're trying to give it the same shape as I'm trying to transform these buildings. Not completely rework them. If I was going to completely rework them, what would be the point of bringing them in? I wanted the shape, especially because I like all of this. And the insides are the fun part, you know, the rockets and the bookstore over there. It's all very fun. And most of the enchantments I got from that bookstore. Thank you, Mrs. Friendly. I will try to replace them, but I'm terrible at getting books. I'm good at reading them, though. Oh, yes. When I can be bothered reading, because reading's hard. Because I can definitely read. I can definitely read. Yes, that's right. Okay, so we're going to start replacing these. Get as much as we can done. This is going to be hard, as I'm probably going to... Oh dear. I'm just going to put this all the way to the top and then keep coming down. Like, you know, like this. You just kind of go whoop, and then whoop, and then whoop. Like this. And just a whoop, and we'll go all the way around with the pillars and then replace them. I think this is going to be the safest way. I'm going to look up see if there's any white wood, but otherwise might have to replace it with my favorite, which is the dark oak. Dark oak looks very good on a greenhouse. I would not hear any opinions of otherwise, unless you put them down in the comments. Then I may listen to them, perhaps. Okay, I think it's coming along. I mean, those pillars do look good, and I tried to make a bit more of the Whitehouse with these white logs. I think they look nice, if you ask me. We've got some dark oak and some of these, I think they're white cypress, but they're quite cypress. They're kind of nice. Got them going all the way around, but the next part of this is going to be a hard part. Well, first of all, I want to take the roofs off all of these side bits, but we're going to have to replace all of the walls with glass. And that also means we're going to have to take out the second floor. The second floor isn't needed if there's if there's just walls of glass. I mean, I am going to, you know, put something inside, but maybe some hanging flowers. But I just feel like this, for a greenhouse, this roof is a bit too, you know, two floors? No. And also, we're going to be changing, obviously knocking out the staircase. So the staircase has to go, and this entire floor is going to go. All these walls have to be changed into glass. Might have to change this into wood as well, but we'll do that next. And then I have already taken out the back piece because I want there to be more garden. So I'll play with those chests later. Yes. So we still have a bit to replace. We have to take out the roofs, the second floor, and the walls. This is a lot of work. I feel like Wizard the Builder. Wizard the Builder, can you fix it? Wizard the Builder, no I can't. I use magic. Okay, I'll stop now. Oh, I've also got my ham sammies. I do like one or two ham sammies. Oh, tasty crunch crunch. But yes, the improvement made so far is very nice, but we still have a long way to go. I need to go get some glass. Hopefully, for Business Friendly has a whole bunch of it. I had to go get this white cypress myself because it's not from Business Friendly's world. Although this bird poop block is getting removed, replaced with glass immediately. That's hideous. Anywho, let's go. So you know how they say that, you know, oh look, there's fashion, but it's deconstructed. And oh look, there's this, but it's deconstructed. Well, this certainly is a deconstructed house. Let's have a look from afar. I've had to knock everything out. Yeah, that looks like deconstruction. It's only the frame left. But I still had the same shape as before, which is exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to keep the same shape as the original build, so that we had some sort of restriction, you know? We're not just, like, making a completely new build, which, in a way, we kind of are, but in the shape of the old one. Anyway, we need to replace this flooring. This flooring is way too modern, and honestly, I don't really like it. It's ugly. But yes, I'm thinking more of a wooden pattern, but with beautiful colors. Or maybe green. We'll make some green terracotta and some green concrete and put on the ground in like a nice little pattern. I feel like that would probably be more appropriate. And then over here, I'm thinking putting moss in this area instead of this white gravelly color. I don't know. Is it concrete? I think it's concrete. But yes, we have to replace these floorings. Also, all of this carpet's going to replace with green moss carpet. It's we have to upgrade this. I mean, this build was supposedly made back in 17.1 or 18.1 a while ago. Whatever the one was before the Deep Dark. Yes. The one before the Deep Dark. Also, I think it was like around the Ocean one. Yeah, just after that. The Nether, I think. When they had the Nether update, I think that's when this was made. Yes, of course. So a lot of blocks was not added yet, including Azalea. So as you can see, I did a little bit of trial and error over here. I planted a tree, and it kind of, you know, found its way into one of these poles. So we're definitely going to have to look into that. We're going to have to get some azaleas to replace all these bushes, just so we can have a bit more symmetry. As much as these bushes look great, I need more symmetry. I need the look of azalea to be everywhere. Yes, it's believe in the azaleas. But yes, I have to go collect a whole bunch of moss because I can't find any moss blocks. Which kind of does suck that there wasn't any moss blocks yet, you know? I've already started replacing things. You can see I've already started replacing things with azalea bushes just to see how it would look. And it looks really good. It looks really good. So we're going to do some more replacing. But first of all, I need to make glass walls and a nice flooring. So, I know I was supposed to do the glass walls before, but let's be honest, that was a big job. They took my job. But yes, I have to go get some terracotta. And I've taken out all the chests and placed them somewhere safe. Actually, it's all the way at the back. These have some materials, but just not enough in my opinion. To put some of this away. Picked up some honey. Here we are. Perfect. So, game plan. Are they seriously still here? Oh, the creepy things of the sky. I hate them so much. But game plan. While these things are attacking me, the game plan is to replace the floors with something a bit more natural, both the outside floor and the inside floor, and then get the glass in. Alright? Oh, okay. I'm gonna go. Goodbye. Good luck, and I'll see you in a second when these guys stop chasing me. At least I have lots of road and really fast running shoes. I like running shoes. But they're still behind me. Alright. So here we are. We've got the floor in. It's all nice and green, and all of the glass. Got a whole bunch of frames. Oh, I need to fix up that. So we're gonna fix up that frame. But honestly, I really like this. So I've got to do this too. Well, we've got 2 pieces that I forgot. I'm a very forgetful, very forgetful wizard. Yes, that's right. But no, as you can see, we've got everything in. The lighting's right here in the floor. And yeah, I really like this greenhouse design. It's basically very heavily inspired by the original Whitehouse, except now we've replaced a lot of the blocks to make it more medieval. I've used a lot of these blocks to make it more medieval, you know, more medieval inspired. So something that a wizard could be proud of. Wizards are very proud people, you know. We're very proud. And very crazy! Oh, don't you stare at me like that. That guy is judging me, and so are those llamas. One moment. Die! Die! All of you die! No! You don't get away from the wizard's judgment. Perfect. Yes, this feels right. This feels very right. Right as rain. Speaking of rain, it's raining! So the next part we're going to have to do is put on the glass roofs, which again is going to take me quite some time, and I'm going to fix these 2 pieces as well. But we're going to put on the glass roofs, and that's pretty much it for the actual shell of this. It's going to look really nice, you know. Oh, got too close to the camera. Sorry about that floating head camera thing. It's weird that you're documenting me, you know. I'm not that important, but I guess it's for the Grand High Wizard documentary. Grand High Wizard of the Timekeeping. Oh. So are you going to get confessionals? Are you gonna ask people what I'm like and stuff? You don't talk, do you? Oh well, we're gonna go do the roofs. I did a little roof here just to trial some things, and I like it. I think it's actually quite good, that little roof right there. But yes, this is definitely going to need some details afterwards. We got a few details to put in. I've got some few ideas. One from a great Minecraft YouTuber. Oh yes, YouTuber named Grain. Oh, Grain. Oh, it's a very strange name. He must be a farmer of some kind. But Grain is a great YouTuber from the Hermit Craft, who designed a beautiful barge. And I will be taking some ideas and some pieces from that and plopping it in. He's a very well designed. He's very popular. He has millions upon millions of people watching him. But you should go check him out. He's amazing. Yes, of course, yes. Anyway, we're going to take those ideas from the past and put them in the present. It's going to look wonderful, hopefully. Don't judge me. My huge X! See, I can reach you. Look at this, I can reach you! Alright, the roofs. Oh my, isn't it lovely? Oh, look at it. We've got this beautiful ceiling made of glass. And of course, we've got this going all the way to the top. all the way to the tippity top. I think it's a wonderful greenhouse. All we need is like hanging plants and maybe some things inside of here. And of course, we got the roofs here. I love how glass it feels. Even though there is, as you can see, there's a perfectly good foundation all the way around to keep the glass up. It just feels so open. So much nicer than before. Before it felt enclosed and secretive, and now it feels open with love and acceptance. And there's a ghost in here for some reason. I hope we didn't build on a burial ground for, these Indian burial grounds. Yeah, I hope we didn't build on one of those. That would be awful. But no, I think this is beautiful. It does need the little touches, though. I brought up some pictures right here. These pictures are of the barge from the creator Grian, or Grain. He made this beautiful barge, I believe on episode, was it season 7 of his Hermitcraft series, episode 24, and I believe it's 74 or 78? Oh, well, here it is. And as you can see, there's a lot of details that went into this. Now, I do want to add some of those details to this. Nothing too over the top. I mean, it is supposed to still look professional, but as I said, I want to add the details in. We're going to do a lot of fence work. We're going to get a lot of pieces of fence. And then on the outside, I still need to replace all of this outer area, because where there is stones, lots and lots of stones, there needs to start being wood. I mean, we even started with the terracotta here, so we could always do a lot of green if we wanted to. A green terracotta layer going all the way around, and then wood. Normal wood, not stripped, just to cover it in. Then some trapdoors to cover up, well, those. The glowstones. Yeah, they do need to be covered up. But I think overall we do need a more wooden and natural feel. I'm still tempted to do some more work on it, but it definitely just needs the finer touches. Don't want to overwork this build. And the last bit we're going to do is replace this nature area with something a bit more, well, nice and pretty. We have to collect a lot of flowers. I believe I know some flower fields somewhere nearby. Oh, okay, maybe they're not nearby. Looks like I'm going for a bit of a walk. At least I can randomly teleport places. All you have to do is RTP and it takes you to a random spot. I mean, that is how I found the white cypress trees. Yes. But that was lucky. Well, not really. It was like the 5th time I teleported. But still, it's fun. I'm going insane. Anywho, let's get to it. Let's do the finer details and then we'll worry about the rest later. I still don't know how I'm going to make these stairs. Maybe wood? That could look kind of nice. Just a dark oak. Yeah, some dark oak. Alright, let's get to it. Yes. The bones of the nightmare creatures. Suck it, bitches. Alright, let's have a look around. Still got the logs here when I was looking for different types of logs I could get. I did all the details that I saw from the barge. I actually really like it. We got this beautiful staircase as well. I'm not the biggest fan of green and brown. I think it looks like mint chocolate. Mint chocolate ice cream. But it does kind of bring it all together, I must admit. It does look very natural. And the white kind of gives it that eerie feeling like it's been created by old ancient ones. And it matches with the white glass. It's definitely not something I'd usually do. I'm not one to use browns, greens, and whites together. Well, not usually. I'm more of a blue and purple kind of person. Need more magical colors. But I would say that altogether it's good. It's good. I like it. I like the transformation. Now what we have to start doing is unfortunately removing these, getting rid of all the flowers. Let's just knock out all the flowers. Moving all the flowers and moving the positions. Now, these ones will stay the same. We're going to get some azaleas and put them up there and then put some different flowers. But unfortunately, the ones in the field are not going to stay the same. Gonna get rid of all of these. There we go. Get rid of all the flowers. Now, on these platforms, I will do the same kind of thing. I'm going to cover up these with trapdoors. But on these platforms, we're going to do flowers. Even though, it's heading out to the beach. We might see if we can find some more tropical-like flowers. Some flowers that give off more of a tropical vibe, I feel that we should embrace the biome that we found. The place that we are. The place that that our new land and new office is. I mean, this is the place I'm going to come to in future. I hope that my office looks wonderful. It's going to be up on the top of the tower of the Not So Evil Corp. I'm going to leave Not So Evil Corp the way it is, but I'm going to, do a refurbish. on the top floor. Because I think that the person who made it did a beautiful job on the inside. Now, the outside is going to be basically, everything is going to be replaced with a wood type. Probably a black wood type. I might go black or gray. And we'll do stairs. Like it's going to take on exactly this. And on the top, I'm going to do some kind of contraption that's more medieval. Maybe a catapult or something. However, everything else is probably just going to change material, not shape at all. And then the very top, right up there, I'm going to remake the inside just for my office. Because although I have seen a lot of different offices, and I will have to, go to different offices when I'm doing missions and cases. I will have to go on the teleportation office. There is a office that's between time that I often will use. But this one is like for, everyday use when I come back here. I want a space just to me. Actually, I might have to take this out too because we're going to be redoing all of this. In fact, all of this is going to be going, I guess. I suppose we could do the path again, couldn't we? I mean, the only reason before it was for symmetry reasons, but we are going to have an entire garden, so I might just free up the space right here to do the path there over there. Yes, although there's only 1, 2, 3. Oh no, there's 1, 2, 3 here. Okay, so it all lines up. I'm seeing things. I'm not thinking straight. I'm thinking wizard. So yes, as I said, I'm just going to remove all these and start replacing them with new flowers that I find in this area. I really hope there are different flowers in this area. Otherwise, I'm going to be deeply upset. Oh, how awful it would be if we did all this work just to find out there are no new flowers. Every universe and every dimension has new flowers. It's kind of their thing, Oh, even this one. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I didn't even replace that. Or that one. A wizard's job is never done. All right. Oh, this has taken so long to do, but so rewarding. Look at all these flowers. Look at all these pretty flowers. And we got some up there. See, look at those pink flowers. I also went to the back, and when we did the back area, I got some red, some yellow, and some orange. Time to kind of give that more summery feel for the sand and stuff. I gave more beach vibes. I like it. And then we get back here with all the blues. Look at all these blues. Oh, they're so beautiful. And I made sure there's some light areas. But yes, all in all, this is looking great. Altogether, it looks a lot better than I thought it would, and truly has turned into a Whitehouse, or from a Whitehouse, into a greenhouse. Yes. I'm very proud of myself. I'm very happy with how it turned out, and I hope you are too. As a wizard who knows wizarding stuff and combat and killing, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, and time stuff, and magic, and reading. I can definitely read. And other things, yes, of course. I'm not so versed in interior or exterior design, architecture and such, so I hope that you've enjoyed this, and I hope you like this. Kind of doesn't go well with all these very modern type of light bulby type things. I have to swap those bulbs out for something a little bit more, medieval. But either way, I think this place looks great. We have turned something beautiful into something else beautiful. But just more medieval. Oh, and one day I will fill it in. I'm into gardening. I like gardening stuff. I'm a gardener. I like to put plants down and tomatoes. Do you pee on tomatoes? Is that a thing? I've heard you pee on tomatoes. Is that a thing? I feel like that's a thing. As I just said, this place is looking like oh god, there's like, what are that's supposed to be? Jars of some kind, and the floor is blue. There's like the metal detector gates and some very basic furniture going on. I mean, it looks great on the outside. I mean, we're definitely going to replace that. So really, what we're going to have to do, and because we're going to be doing the inside of this one as well as the outside, being that it is an aquarium, is that I'm going to have to change all these blocks to a different color. We're going to have to make pillars, of course. We're going to have to turn this white into maybe a bit more of a dark brown and a dark blue. The inside is going to have to be changed to some more furniture pieces and shelving rather than trapdoors and stairs. And this is going to have to be taken out. This is definitely going to have to be taken out. And the light situation in here has to be fixed. Now, there's not much to this place, which means we don't have much to change. However, I do believe that we're going to be doing a lot of work on this. If we do have time, we might even move on to the road, which is in desperate need of a time period change. I noticed it last episode, and I don't think you guys would have, because I didn't point it out as much, but the lights here, yeah, they're giving off a bit of a vibe that I'm not appreciating from medieval. I mean, the stone and the wood is fine, but those bulbs, those giant-ass bulbs are way too modern. We're gonna have to change that into something less modern. I feel it would be an easy fix, but also I feel like there's too many. Like they need to be spaced out a bit more. I feel like there's way too many lights here. Way too many lights. Maybe one like every, like cut out the middleman, and then this is gonna turn into something more maybe mud. We could do like a like kind of more of a muddy packed kind of road, and then some more granite or cobblestone on the side. I think granite would look good. Granite with we'll find something else to go here. But yeah, definitely the road needs to change. But first, we have to start with the aquarium. Now, I'm gonna start by taking out these and replacing them with pillars, removing the roof, and really just trying to make all these walls a different color. This is going to be a hard one. A very, very hard one indeed. I'm trying to avoid from making it just another greenhouse, glasshouse situation, because we don't, as much as I like this thing, I don't think it should be over here as well, although we'll match a bit more. Oh, it's going to be hard. Maybe we should take the colors of the, like the same wood, the dark wood from there, and place it over here, but have a dark blue that kind of matches with that, like a terracotta blue or something. That would look rather nice. We are going to have to improve on this shape just a tad. It's a little too shapeless. Just a little too shapeless. Alright, I think we've got it. Let's get into this. Let's start removing some walls. Yes, let's take them all out. Or maybe the roof first. But we're removing stuff. Let's remove it. Break it down. I'm already running into my first issue, which is this entrance area. I'm thinking I don't want it to be as high as it originally was. I'm trying to keep true to its shape, which I guess still does, but I'd want this to be lower down, like an entrance rather than, well, like we're entering a prison or an art gallery. I'm trying to fix it up. Also, we're going to be removing all of this and making that the wall. I'm going to do the same tactic I did over here with, like, you know, the wall being here and around here, and this being the framing. It'll also push this hallway more into hallway and remove 2 pieces, so it's like 4 rather than 6. So it gives it less space. I don't have to work with as much, so it might be a bit of a cheaty thing, but I'm okay with that. And yes, but first we're going to get the frame. As we did last time, we got the frame in, and then we started putting on the walls, and then the flooring. We're going to do the same sort of process. And I have lanterns. Would you like one? Here, have a lantern. Have another one. Oh, I have no more lanterns to give. And you're not picking them up. Are you all right? Are you well? Anyway, let me get back to it. We have some frames in. Look at these frames. I did have to, you know, go into the flooring a little bit, which is very sad. But yes, we've got all the frames in. I replaced everything with dark oak. Just get some dark oak wood all through here. Now, I'm still not entirely sure how I want to do the walls, but I'm thinking of a light blue on the ground. A light blue with maybe a swirl or something. Make it more magical. I mean, everyone likes a bit more magical, right? So I'm going to try to go with some, like, lighter blue colors. I might still keep this blue flooring. I still haven't decided yet, but we're definitely going to use some blues. And oh god, there's a creeper right there. At least it can't get up here. It can't get up here, right? Yes, it can't get up here. As you can see, that area was pre-made, terraformed. But yes, we're going to figure out what color the wall should be. I'm thinking of a blue down here, like a blue swirl. And on top, we're going to go with the same idea of like glass, like the glass house, but a lot flatter. It's going to be a lot flatter this time, a lot flatter than the other one. And yeah, the walls, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe a white wood, or maybe even a black or gray wood. Just something interesting, something different. Well, I'll have a look at what I can find throughout the lands, but hopefully you'll find something interesting, because honestly, I'm coming up with a blank. I never thought I'd have so many wood issues. We did have a few breakages with the water, but luckily there's no actual fish in here, so I still have a tiny bit of the frame to do at the front. Right here, I still have to do the frame. I just wanted to keep a little bit just so I could see the absolute the differences between having dark. It looks thinner. I don't know why. It looks thinner there than it does over. Oh god! Oh god! And he hits you with this. Maybe a pickaxe, but it frickin' hurts. But yes, we've got the white frame over there, and we've got the brown frame over there. For some reason, that looks a lot thinner. It just looks chunkier. Maybe because there's less texture to it? Not entirely sure, but I'm not going to think too much more into it. We have to get some walls and some floors in. This has got to look nice and pretty. I also want to collect some fish. I guess I could port in some fish eggs, because otherwise I have to get thousands and thousands and thousands of buckets, and that ain't happening. So I might have to port in some fish eggs, but everything else we're just going to have to go find ourselves. Alright, let's go find some things. Well, this could be an open space. I never thought about that. Oh, an open area. No, it's fine. It's fine. We're making a building. Let's go. Shoopity-boo-ba-ba, shoop-a-doo-ba-ba-da-da-da-da. Baby boo ba da ba doo ba da ba doo ba da ba doo ba dee boo. Sorry, I'm listening to music while doing this kind of stuff. I mean, look at how it's going. See, you can still see the shape of the original. How they have all those pillars there, and still the lining over here. Oh, I forgot to do this part. Oh well, I'll get some more dark oak from the storage. But yes, what we're doing now is because we finished the floor. I want to show you what the floor looks like. Look at this. It's magical. It's a light purple with some blue, just some like oceany blue, and it's like wrapping around, and it's like following. We've got a hall here. See, we're gonna put windows, big open windows, you know, big open windows, and all wooden windows. I even got the pieces here actually. And then we have a glass roof, just like we had the glass roof in the other place. It doesn't look as in place as the other one did, but you know what? That's fine. It's fine. I also found some of these. Look at them. They're mano rays. Aren't they beautiful? They're perfect for the fishing aquarium part, isn't it? Look at them. I could just sit here for hours looking at these beautiful man-o-wars, I think they're called. They're Portuguese man-o-wars, also known as man-of-war, or blue bottle, is a marine. It's a marine animal found in the Atlantic Ocean and the Indian Ocean. It is considered to be species as a Pacific man-o-war. I'm reading off a site, you see. The Portuguese man-o-war is a conspicuous member of the newestern, the community of organisms that live at the ocean surface. Oh, that's interesting. Is there anything about what it eats? Nothing I can find about. Oh, a life cycle. Its colony is. Oh, wow. This life cycle is crazy, and I think it lays eggs. It looks like it does have venom. The stinging venom-filled netomysitis sites in the tentacles of the Portuguese man-o-war can paralyze small fish and other prey. Detached tentacles and dead specimens can often wash up on shore. They can still sting people, and it's very painful. Very painful indeed. So, basically, don't touch them. Oh, wow, they get really pretty at nighttime. Oh, look at them at nighttime. Oh, wow. So beautiful. Anywho, I've got to get back to this. So, we have to get back to the building, and we are going to be building a lovely roof. I want to make it out of glass, so it kind of matches over there, and I couldn't think of anything else to put on the roof, other than the material that I used for the entrance, which was blue shingles. I kind of think they looked like, scales, and I liked that. I thought that was really nice. But, yeah, so I guess we'll just do a glass roof, and then we'll get in some furniture, some benches, some chairs, and some shelving. Also, we'll need some lighting in here, otherwise zombies and such will spawn. They're not exactly very friendly, nor do they give a shit about anyone else, which is almost kind of rude, if you ask me. With how long we've already taken to do all this, including, you know, having to replace a lot of the glass, which was very annoying, over there, washing away stuff. We might not have time for the roads, but that's fine. We'll do an entire time dedicated just to roads and the surrounding areas. I feel like that would be good as well. Oh, this is perfect. Oh god. Well, I do have Silk Touch on my axe, but I cannot be bothered. You know, enchantments do come in handy. They really do. And so do placing in windows so you can see everywhere. Look, I can see stuff over there. But I do think this is a how do I put it? This is a more medieval version of an aquarium. It's kind of hard to do that, in my opinion. Hard to do a medieval version of an aquarium, being that aquariums themselves are quite modern. You know, if you want to go see fish, you could just go to the beach. If it's medieval times, yes, yeah, or they'd be eating them. You know, they wouldn't be really catching them for visual purposes. That's fine. The more we know about the medieval times, the more interesting it gets. Ah, it truly is wonderful, isn't it? I don't really like the modern stuff. Modern stuff is just so, well, modern and outplayed. Poor modern people. Either way, I'm going to continue on with the windows and the walls and the sweat that drips down my face. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. My face. Definitely face and not balls. Now, with the roof completely done, I did port in a whole bunch of fish, which you guys are just going to have to get used to. I ported in fish. Get over it. We're going to put some dolphins in here. Yes, I probably could have caught these all. Dolphins would have been a nightmare to catch, let's be honest. Hopefully they don't jump into that water. However, I can see it. We have some glow squids, which I'm thinking of putting in... we have axolotls and glow squids. So let's put some glow squids in here, I guess? Oh, no. Actually, let's put some axolotls in here, and they can kill those glow squids. Yeah, they'll kill them. There we go. That's a good boy. And I guess we'll just miss out on tropical fish, because we'll put some glow squids in here. What I'm thinking is having all the light ones here, and having all the fish over here. Or the other ones over here. Yeah. Alright, let's get down. Oh, God. There we go. We'll start to make those entrance. But yes, we've got all the animals in. Look at them. Look how happy they are. All bullying one dolphin. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna have to get rid of all of these items. I'll throw them in a pit or something with some fire. But yeah, I think this is good. I think this is good. Maybe you only need one of some things. That's fine, that's fine. Alright. Now it's time to put in the final details. We need to fix up anything that we may have missed. We've got to, you know, fix up the outside area with the grass patches. And we need to put in some furniture and some lighting. Oh, it's going to be wonderful. It's going to be wonderful. And I'm going to throw these eggs away because I don't really need them anymore. And why are the dolphins, like, bullying each other? What is this? What is wrong with this picture? Oh, God. Is that what dolphins do? Bully each other? That's awful. You guys are awful. Oh, and they say they're smartest animals in the entire animal kingdom. I heard it was pigs. Right, we've put the finishing touches. Alright, we can burst into here. Smack dab. Oh, okay, so this is the new, like, stopping area. You have to, like, stop and go through. We've got some chairs and tables. I thought I'd make a little thing with that. And I made these little lights, and I thought they were interesting. I imagined, like, you know, fireflies are stuck in jars or something. I know they're a bit more modern than so I had to make, like, something up, but, I couldn't find any good lanterns. And we got some tables and chairs here. Some beautiful creatures. Look at all those creatures. They literally could jump out of there, because I don't have roofs on the top of the, on the top of the fish tanks or tanks. I didn't think to put any. And it's pretty much the same on the other side. Got some axolotls, 3 brown ones and 1 rare one. And the dolphins escaped. I'm pretty sure, I don't know, but the dolphins escaped. Let's go have a look outside. They would have had to jump straight into the water. So they would have had to jump over here, right? Are there dolphins in here? No? Oh, there's that in here. It looks suspicious. So, where did all the dolphins go? If they didn't jump out, did they jump and die? Oh, God. Did we have super suicidal dolphins? Oh, well, I might just put some nice little tropical fish in there. Something that won't KIS itself. Sorry about that. I didn't expect that to be a thing or to happen. But I guess we had very dumb dolphins. Well, first they bully each other, and then just all out murder. Either way, we finished! We made a beautiful new aquarium that's a bit more magical and a bit more modern. That's a bit more magical and a bit more medieval. It's a lot better. If anything, we just transform these builds and make them a lot nicer. I think next time we're going to come out here and start doing the roads. I feel like the roads are a huge project, but honestly, I feel like the most important project, being that they're what we see all the time. And I think once we change all of these, it would look a lot better and bring something to that. I'll even keep in these and just change the bulbs. But the floor, this all needs to go. Just all needs to go. Needs to be ripped out immediately. Taken to the cleaners. Now I've got to go make a call to a good friend, Deerdra. Just gonna have a little call, and then we'll come back for goodbyes, okay? And just hold.
Hello, this is Deerdra. Who may I ask is calling?
Oh, why hello there, Dee. It's Cornelius.
Cornelius, lovely to hear from you.
Oh yes. Oh, how are you?
Oh, I'm well. After I left my mother's, I found a magical dimension where I'm trying to settle down.
A new dimension!
Oh, not so much now. Not new, at least. There's just not many inhabitants. I thought it was a perfect place to stay and think about my future.
Oh, that reminds me of why I called. You're now talking to the High Time Wizard. I got the job.
Oh, Cornelius, congratulations. I know how much that position means to you.
Well, yes, it was, very hard to get,
Well, how's it going?
Oh, firstly, I have to set up some, set up shop, per se, or as they say. They said I could summon a building from any time period, and I found a place called Coolsville. Business Friendly built it, and started a business called the Not So Evil Incorporated. It was definitely my first choice.
Now, wow. Oh, that is a lot, isn't it?
Oh yes, I suppose I should probably get back to that, shouldn't I? Well, it was wonderful speaking to you.
Of course. Good luck with everything. I'll speak to you soon, all right? Goodbye.
Oh, speak soon. Goodbye.
Oh, wasn't that lovely? Cornelius is such a sweet soul. I'm sure we'll call him later. Though the rain is seeming to come back. Oh, dear.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought about doing the roads next, getting all these roads and these lights and knocking down a few of them. But then I thought to myself, I'm still in the mood for some building, not some, road and light building. And I saw these three they're very small buildings, but there are three of them. And I think they look wonderful, don't you? Yes, they really do. However, I don't think they give off the fantasy aesthetic that we're going for. So I want to change them. I want to turn them into something different and wonderful. I've decided to turn the Mr. Cake Shop into just a cake shop by making the cake instead of Mr. Cake. We'll come across here. We're going to turn these two buildings. One is going to be a more of a exciting hunting store. And then we come over here to more of like the office area, and it kind of looks like an office. I'm gonna have to take away this stone and replace it with some wood. These three builds were kind of one of the last things I did when I was trying to plan stuff. I was like, oh, I've got to do this, that, and the other. Let's turn this into a beautiful, different aquarium. Let's turn this into a greenhouse. I looked at these three and I thought to myself, oh God, they're a challenge, aren't they? Because you can't really do much without changing them completely, but then I don't want to change them completely. I still want the shape, I still want the vibe, just like I've done with these two. They're still the shape, still the vibe. But these, it's a bit too hard. Now that's why we're doing it next. I'm a wizard. I like the challenge, and so the challenge must be begun. Now, first of all, we've got our beautiful little cakes in here for some reference. We need to make a cake. Now, I believe the outside has to be a darker color, and the inside has to be a lighter color. So all these bits going up to the top will be a lighter, darker color, and all the inside bits will be lighter. We're also going to have to replace all of the white up there with more white, and then get more of the red bits everywhere. So we're going to put a lot of red bits. All the color from like the inside is also going to go away. We're also going to put a floor here, so we can't see the inside of someone's head. I don't know about you guys, it just seems messy to me. Just a little bit messy, whoever did it. Sorry, business friendly, but this is very messy, and I want a roof. And then I believe we need something more magical than these lanterns. Also, Mr. Cake's head is kind of perched right there, isn't it? Yeah. Well, you could put an armor stand over here and put his head on that. I think that could be nice. Let's see if we can get his head off. Nope. Here we go. Nope, this one. There we are. All right. We'll put his head right here, and he'll look over things. He'll be the salesperson. We always need a salesperson. So now that we have the plans, it's time to go get the materials, put it together. I'll come back when the outside's done, and then we'll do some inside pieces. It's definitely going to need something more, interesting. I mean, this is fine, but I want a different texture for all this bit. I just believe this isn't fantasy and medieval enough. It's a bit too modern. All right, let's get to it. Let's turn this cake shop into a cake shop. I don't know. There's so many things I could do with this, but I kind of like it. It's like dripping icing down even into the window panes. Yes. It's definitely more medieval and less, cakey. I definitely think that we should put something around areas. I'm not sure. Oh, and by the way, I'm Mr. Cake. Mr. Cake was an associate of Business Friendly. I mean, we all have our associates, and now we're gonna keep it cakey. No, I do like this. I think it's well done, and I do like the brick combination. We got terracotta bricks of brown and black, and as you know, terracotta bricks and stuff. Terracotta themselves is weird colors, but this is the black one, and this is the brown one. I think it goes well together. Although, now we have the problem of the inside. When we come in here, as you can see, we still need a ceiling. Oh yes, I did reduce the size of the top. I think it was way too high. It wasn't really a billboard of a cake anymore. Now it's just a normal cake. I still have to put the red pieces on, but we do have to kind of change this up a bit. I do like this chain detail, and I kind of like these, but I feel like it needs a little bit more. This needs to be changed. These need to be changed. Yes. Maybe some white mangrove logs. And we'll put it like stair pieces, touching each other. I feel like I didn't really know much about interior design at the time. I feel like Business Friendly didn't really know much about interior design at the time, but certainly we can spiffy this up. Give it the nice wizard touch. Oh, but make it more magical. Oh yes, that'd be lovely. Alright, let's get to it. Oh yes, this is my cake reference. Isn't it great? Good cake references. Alright. I'm actually kind of excited about this. Instead of making it a cake store, I made it more into a cake shop. Sorry, upside way around. Cake shop into a cake store. Anyway, this is Cake. Look at Cake. And he's wearing a cake outfit. And he's currently baking cakes to sell to people. Look at all the cakes. Oh, so people can sit down and have some... Oh, let's have some cake. Oh, I'd like some cake, Mr. Cake. And of course, I've got this. So we replaced it with some some mangrove. I really think the mangrove looks a lot better in this, yes. And of course, I got some dark oak chairs and jungle tables. And yes, the ceiling, of course, the ceiling. But the only thing that's missing is some lights, which I still have to place. But I think this looks really good. It's exactly what we were looking for. Right. Just need some light in there. But kind of moving on to this thing. Now, I feel like this is going to be an easy one. All I have to do is replace all of those with wood. I don't actually think I should replace these stone pieces. Honestly, I think the stone windows are fine. I might replace the glass, however. And then when we come in here, it's selling. Then when I come in here, it's selling well, machinery, and that's not exactly what we're looking for. I thought about making this more into a mining store. You know what I mean, like pickaxes and ores and such, so we can have piles of ore in the corner that go to the top, and maybe some stalactites and stalagmites like up there, and like a huge thing, and just have some barrels here, you know, just maybe a mining store. I think like that's a little bit more fantasy and medieval than a redstone store, you know. But I also think it'll look great against this. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some dark oak, and we're going to replace all of these with some dark oak. I'm going to find something to replace those special chisel pieces as well. It's going to look good. It's going to look good. Just you wait. Just you wait and see. Got some ideas here. I also noticed there's like one lantern there, one lantern there, one lantern there, and then nothing there. But one, why did I put lanterns on every single place? And two, why was just one missed there? I will never be able to answer that one. The friendlies never make much sense, and even though technically friendlies are me, they're different versions of me in different universes across parallel times, so yeah, they make less sense than I do. Let's just say that. All right, let's get into it. Let's get this looking a little more miney. No, wait, orish. No, wait. Golden. Oh, screw it. Let's just go do it. Looking down into the depths of the shop. I had an idea. I think I'm going to put a giant rock coming out of it like here, and then the rock goes down into here as well, you know? So it's like there's just a boulder in here. Like a sharp boulder. Yes, I know. I'm insane. But it's perfect. It's perfectly normal to be insane in this world. I mean, why not, you know? It's gonna look good, right? A giant boulder just lodged in here like a gem in a ring. Yes, I think it's gonna be fine. Especially next to this cake, I mean, you know? And this thing, whatever that's supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be some form of sand store. We're definitely gonna have to turn that into a slightly Egyptian-y type thing. Anyway, I'm definitely going to put a huge rock right here, right in this spot, just like a ring, a diamond ring. Ooh, diamonds. No distractions. Look at it. Look at the rock bursting out of there, and then when you come in here, you see the diamonds in the window. Aren't they lovely? And look at it, there it is, bursting through. Oh, we've got these wonderful chests with the pillars. Oh, yes, I do love these. I think they're great. Oh, kind of gives me that vibe of, you know, exploration and getting deep into the mines. Yes, deep into the mines. Oh, I do feel like maybe you need some piles over here, maybe. Not entirely sure. But yes, this is lovely. It's exactly what I was looking for. Well, that's 2 down, really. That's 1, 2. And now we've got the final one right over there. This will probably be the easier one of the two. Of the 3, sorry. The 3 is this, just an office building. Now the difference is it's more of just a waiting station here, some chairs, which you can actually replace with real chairs. This is just going to be placed with a colorful, probably dark frame. I might replace it with like a black one, like ebony or something. And then the upstairs areas are just small designs of like of offices. This will probably be very simple, very easy, very clean, compared to these ones which are more themed. Obviously this is mining and this is a cake. And this, well, it's just a simple office building in the corner. And yes, we have a few things to replace. I'm definitely going to replace these. I'm going to replace these with chairs. This with a nice maybe wool floor. I like the glass here. So I might just replace these maybe with the glowstone ones from in there to give some light. I'm probably going to remove all of these lights. And yes, then we're going to go to the next floor and put some bookcases. And actually might look, I think those offices are already looking a bit, you know, done in wood. So, Look, there's still a lot to do in this building, but it will take a less time than these ones. It won't take as much creation or thought, which is sad. But honestly, not everything is going to take creation and thought. Not everything is going to be like 100% masterpieces. I just like that these two really came together and look a bit more, well, not as modern, which is exactly what I wanted. And this thing was not going to look modern at all. It's going to look very different. Oh, look at this already taken out. Oh, let's just cross our fingers and hope it looks good. Right, let's get into it. Well, this building does look like it's alive. That's for sure. I mean, it kind of goes in the medieval style. I don't know how much I like it. It's kind of hard blending medieval with a city, you know? 'Cause I'm trying to bring medieval fantasy to a city that's already been made, that I'm trying to use the same shape. If I was to make my own medieval city right now in whatever shape I want, it would look much better. But this is the shape I have to deal with, and it's not exactly what I want. Now, as we come in here, as you can see, we used a different brick. I think it adds something to it. And I've started to place this. It's this mangrove. I think it's better for the flooring. So we're going to place some flooring. Also, I made a staircase to get up to the other floors because there wasn't one for some reason. They just expected you to get up here. Most of this can actually stay. I'm just going to replace the stone pieces and the smooth stone and the cauldrons. Replace these with actual chairs. May replace those with tables. Just that kind of vibe. Everything else is pretty much going to stay the same, though. So we just have to make it work. I'm liking this, but it is kind of plain. It is just very plain. And if I wasn't going off this challenge and this mantra, then I would definitely build something more beautiful and detailed. But I'm supposed to use the same shape with the same theme, trying to do the same thing. Like, the only thing I've changed thus far is, well, from the redstone store to a mining store, just because redstone wouldn't exist in a medieval and fantasy world. Or at least that I don't think it would be. But what do I know, you know, I'm just an old man. So, gotta do the insides, do a little bit of replacements. I know that it may seem super depressing because it's raining, but I promise you, it's always like this. Seriously. Rain, rain, go away, come again, like from 50 years from now? Could I like teleport this place into, oh, a ghost? Well, I guess where there's rain, there's more depressing things. Let's see if we can get rid of this rain, though. Also, I'm going to deal with you. Well, that's one dead little creature. All right, perfect. So we're almost done with the office building. I've just got to fill in all the windows with this new glass, but we're going to have a little look inside so I can show you. As you can see, same kind of style. There's just two chairs there, a little reception. We like a little reception desk. Nothing too fancy. We're not fancy around here. At Wizard & Co, we're not too fancy. Oh yes, I forgot about this part. Right. I made cubicles. I thought they needed some privacy. I know what it's like to work in an office building. It can be quite monotonous. And though I do understand that working from home would be easier, sometimes you need a little personal space in your work life. And sometimes you need to leave the house. You really do need to leave the house. Because if you're stuck at your house doing work there, then home will feel like a workplace. So I made sure they had cubicles. I don't know exactly who will be working here, but we have nice little cubicles here with the little desks and chairs, and they can decorate it themselves and put the nice little touches. Also put some plants in here with some lighting, and a nice statue to remind them to always move forward. See how it's walking forward? Yeah, you see that? Yeah, see how it's posed? It's like it's walking forward. Yeah, that's important to me, you know. Teaching my interns. Yes, candidates or interns or something like that. To always move forward, walking in the right direction. And of course, for the higher ups, we needed a room for them to discuss things, or like to have team meetings maybe. So we read this room. This is the team meeting room. It's open. You can see out of all the different directions. Very nice, very nice. I thought it was lovely, you know. Got some lights in here. So you're just gonna sit here and say stuff like, what do you say? Big business. Yes. buy, sell, buy. Don't forget to buy but sell, and sell butts. Yes, sell butts. That's appropriate. Overall, I really enjoy this little place, but hopefully when the windows are in, it'll be perfect. Ah, perfect little windows. I needed this. I think if I was to just do the path and the lights, I would have gotten very upset very quickly. But in all honesty, this was really nice. It was nice to redesign 3 very small buildings that I put very fewer, if all, thought into. You know, we got a cake store, a mining store, and a little office building, and it was hard trying to make them look, well, good. I think the cake store looks lovely, though the other 2 could use some more detail and some better work. But, you know, with what we had to do it in the same shape, and try to keep the same feeling, like, you know, the windows and stuff. I even tried to keep some of the same materials, or at least try to find variety for them. It was hard. It was hard. One day I will build all on my own a beautiful, wonderful city. Or I'll just die, you know, shrivel up and get old, and put myself into my work. I guess we will just never know. Well, I should go to put some finishing touches, and we'll do a little bit of an outro. Finishing touches time. Now over here I set up a whole bunch of little bits and pieces, the color scheme I was thinking of going with, and how I was thinking of divvying it out, you know. Now I was thinking that for this part, let's start over here I guess, for this part, this gravity part that we've really just filled in with a lot of stone and andesite, or I should say the business friendly did, or probably got someone else to do it. Let's be honest, he's not laying a finger on this. He's such a big business person now, and he has people to do everything for him. However, I thought this path block would go really nice along here. You know, we're going to be shaping around it anyway, and we're going to be shaping it with some andesite. I'm not entirely sure what type of andesite, and then in between this area is going to be filled with mud. Like just a variety of these 2 muds put together, I thought. I thought we could also get maybe some brown concrete. Maybe add a bit more color in there, just something. Or some of that coarse dirt, maybe, perhaps. It's going to be hard, you know. But I really want this road to scream more horses riding through the fields than steampunk cars and blimps and such. You know, the Corollas and the Toyotas and the Fords and the Mords, or whatever the cars are of the future. You know, flying cars exist in the future too. That's exciting. But I'm more of the horse-driven carriage, and that's kind of the vibe that we're going for. So these 3 are, well, I should say these 2 are kind of what we're going for this main road. And I know I'm not going to bother with putting these lines. They're not needed. And then I have to figure out what I want to do here. So I'm between a few pieces. So as you can see, there's all the different designs. I really think that looks amazing. Look at the intricate pieces. The detail. Oh! Yes, quite good. This is a cracked tile. This one looks a bit too much. That kind of gives me like a weird underwater vibe. Pillars are cute, but not for this. So I was thinking either this one, tiles, andesite tiles, or andesite bricks. Now with the bricks, it's very thick and wide. And with the tiles, it's a bit more multicolored. But either way, it's going to go along here. So we're going to have 2 pieces across here. And then we're going to have the stair piece. Then we're going to have the path, stair piece, and the piece. So yeah, it's going to be nice. And I really do think that the andesite complements the mud bricks. It's really the vibe we're going for, as well as the, you know, the path block being more of an orangey brown color, yellow, so yellowy brown color, like kind of like wheat. So I really think they vibe here. Our other issue is turning these lights into proper lights now, more of a street light with hanging lanterns or such. We're thinking of doing. But which one? I mean, they all look lovely. I have to admit, they all look really good. I kind of don't mind this one for it. And if so, should it be the spruce, the oak, or the jungle? I think that the jungle would look rather nice against because it has more of a reddish color. And then we have the oak, which is just a stark difference. And I feel like the dark oak and the spruce may be too dark, so I think maybe lean more to jungle wood. So we're gonna have jungle wood, maybe. Although this piece right here, the oak, might actually go with the path blocks, and it's a very hard decision to make, you know. We may have to build one of these each, and so perhaps we should start with the road first. Yes, I do believe that is probably the starting point. Like, if we do the poles, I might get distracted. So first things first, I'm going to replace all of this with path blocks. Because, you know, we need a good path. It's going to take me a while, but it's going to be good. I promise! Well, it's going to look like paths pretty much everywhere. So that's going to be nice. Anyway, let's get into it. You have no idea what I just went through. None whatsoever. I have no shovels. None! None left. But also, as you can see, every single path has been replaced with pathing. Look at all this. Look at it all. Of course, we had this issue, but nah, it doesn't matter. And look at it. Look at it. Every part of it. You know what? Let's do a little bit of a replay. Replay mod-esque moment. I need a camera overview. If you could hire a cameraman, please, like with a drone. He needs to go over the top. I need a good image of everything. If you could do that. You know, I need this entire place shown. That's right, show. Okay, we're gonna go into a little camera view of the entire street done. Okay, let's go. See, I wasn't lying. This place had so many paths and back alleys and back path alleys, and it was hectic. I didn't realize I'd need so many pieces. It's just I didn't realize the path would be so crazy. And you know what? It looks weird now. You look at it and it's like, because there's still pieces of modernness. I mean, look at this. This doesn't look right. It doesn't look right against this beautiful firework shop store thing. I don't actually know. I think it is. But yeah, even against the road, it looks weird. I really need to fix this. This needs to be fixed. In fact, the next thing we're going to do is replace all of the road. I know. You thought we were gonna do this, the pathway, what they call it, the walkway, the citizen walkway, Citizen Kane walkway. Yes, one of those. No, it's the path. We call it the walkway. So we have to do the road next, because the road's going to be easier than the walkway, and then we have to go through and knock down one of, like, in-betweens, all the in-betweens of these lights. Oh god. Let's focus the road first. As we know, we're going to pack it with a whole bunch of mud, and we like mud. It'll be giving you, that vibe of the medieval, where you got your horses just destroying the grass, and the paths are there. Although I'm pretty sure that it was the farmers with their trowels and their hoes and their rakes doing all the damage and trying to create a path, and the horse was just simply there for transportation. I don't think we can blame the horse for that. I will certainly try. Oh god, they were so ugly. So colorful, but so ugly. Anyway, yes, so we're going to get this mud right here. We're going to start putting it all over. Now, I am going to have to remove all these pieces, it does seem. I will I'll take pictures, a little bit of photography so I can remember these two pieces and these pieces, because they're going to be going around there and along there. Oh, so much to do. My brain is about to explode. So many ideas, so much difference, so much construction. Oh, you could really call me Wizard the Builder, but can I fix it? Yes, I can. Right, let's get to it. Packed mud. Well, you know what they say, follow the mud brick road? Oh, maybe that's not what they say. But I've put the mud brick road in, and it's looking a lot nicer now. I think the path does kind of go with the mud brick, although the center bit right here is really ruining things. This is why you don't leave an investment banker to build things. Business Friendly just didn't have taste. But me as a wizard, I have lots of taste, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to put this beautiful area to work. And as you can see, I'll do a little bit of a camera over, but we have finally gotten every bit of this road done. Don't worry, we'll get a beautiful camera over moment. We'll do this right now. Wasn't that lovely? Just a little camera moment. We all like a little bit of a camera moment. Camera moments are our best. Okay, I'll stop talking about camera moments. But the next part of this road is obvious. The lights, the pathways, everything. Now, the first thing I do want to do is take out every second. I have actually considered figuring out how much space I can have between them and maybe doing it that way. Because there might actually be more space between certain ones and not others. But I think every second one should be taken out. I think that's a good plan. I just hope that they're very symmetrical. I hate when things are not symmetrical and then they turn out terrible. But looking behind me, look at that. Look at how many there are. It's ridiculous. There's way too many. Well, time to get out my pickaxe and get going. We have some knocking down to do. Gotta knock down these lights. Every second light, and then we'll figure out the rest. But every second light must go, go, go! Was that exciting? Did you like that? Did you like the go, go, go part? Yes. Sorry, I'm trying to learn a bit of presentation. I think presentation is really important. I love game shows. Reality shows are so much fun. I want to host one day. Just a group of people all being... Are you kidding me? Rain? I'm gonna go knock out the lights now, and by then, the rain better have left this place. There we go. This is looking a bit better, as you can see. We cut out pieces, and now all I have to do is fill these bits in with the stair pieces. We're gonna have this many. As you can see, it's a lot more spacious. Yes, they're still slightly close together, and that's a little bit annoying, but it's fine, it's fine. And with these ones, I spread them out a bit more too, as you can see. Unfortunately, we did have to knock them down because they're a bit unsymmetrical, irresymmetrical. No, anti-symmetrical, not symmetrical. Yeah, let's go with that. They weren't symmetrical, so they didn't work. But that does mean the next thing we have to do is put in the walkway. Because, yes, I'd love to be able to do the light posts, the beautiful, beautiful light posts. But we need to place them on something. And that does mean a walkway. A beautiful, wonderful walkway that will blend these two pieces together. The road and the path. Oh, I'm hoping it works. For if it doesn't, it's going to look hideous. Like something business friendly would make. Oh, jeez. We need this medieval fantasy world to feel more medieval fantasy, and this road has lived long enough. Time to put it out of its misery, wizard style. I've been working on the railroad all these livelong days. I've been working on the railroad just to knock this out every day. This has taken me hours upon hours and almost a day just to do all of this. Oh, I mean, it's coming along and it's looking good. When I look at it over like here, when I see like the less modern builds and I look down, I'm like, oh yes, this does work. This does work. But there's still parts that don't work. Yes, hanging over my head. Yes, I definitely have to take these out and replace them with something nicer. Something more modern. No. Something more medieval. Something more fantasy. And not these. So yes, that is the process. As I told you, I would put in these beautiful tiles. I actually really like these tiles. I think they go well with these little shiny bits. I like this. This is like chiseled, almost decorated. Yes, I do like decorated things. It's almost like something you'd find an archaeologist dig. But yes, we've got all of this road done and looks beautiful. Now it's time to put in the new lights. Of course, I've had to knock a lot of them out and just put these in their place because I wasn't too sure where to put them. But we'll figure it out. And of course, just over here, as you might have seen at the start, I put one piece down just to see what it looked like. And this is what it looked like. I want to make this very clear. If I was to make this city off by scratch, this would not look the way it does. And yet, this is the way it looks. Alright, time to get some lights in. Some better lights. Here it is, everyone. We've done it. We've made this less modern and more, I would say steampunk by accident, but at least it's in the medieval range and further away from modern. But I like these lamps. They give a weird Victorian, steampunky medieval vibe, and that's what I'm looking for. You know, it's close enough and better than modern. And I do like this nice little road with the paths. I do feel like the paths are a bit yellow, which is probably the fault of the paths and not my design. I did everything I could. But honestly, maybe I should have made it Podzol. Podzol does look better, doesn't it? Oh well, some things you have to learn through trial and error. This certainly was a trial. With no errors. Okay, just a few errors, but I can look past those and see this beautiful road. Beautiful, 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 beautiful road with beautiful lights. Well, I'd say they're more magnificent lights because they really are just something, aren't they? Just something beautiful. All in all, I really think we did well today. Is that right, disembodied voice? Disembodied voice? You're not gonna answer me? Oh, okay, well. I guess that I tried. Yes, we finally got the roads done, the paths done, and we got these lamps done. I guess you got lamps. Street lamps. Street lamps done. And next time we're going to have to progress onto some of these buildings. We have so many of them. Oh, jeez. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9... I think 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We have 14 buildings here to do. I mean, we also have to fix up whatever that was. And, 14 to 15 buildings, and we don't have much time to do it in. You know, I'm getting a bit stressed. I'm gonna go take a quick call. I'll talk to you later. I'm sure it'll be nothing. Nothing at all. I'm sure it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
Hello there, Cornelius.
Hello? Dee. Oh, hi there, Dee.
What is it I can do you for?
I'm just checking up on you. Just wanted to see how you are.
Oh, of course you are. Such a kind man. Well, I just got done putting the finishing touches onto my house. Got a really nice kitchen and everything. It was a really long day, but I'm really happy with it, and I'm going to be able to, get some cooking done soon.
You always did like to cook, and your cookies were legendary. They used to talk about them all the time when we were younger.
Oh, very true. I've even considered selling my cookies recipe to Grandma Maud Streets for a pretty penny. She's one of the best street sellers in the entire world, even the Dimensions.
With how skilled you are in the kitchen, you could be the next Granny M. You might even be better than her.
Oh, what a wonder it would be to be like her. Oh, don't you mean Granny D? I could never, though.
Either way, you would be an amazing pastry chef. Sometimes you just have to, follow your dreams. Cooking treats and making everyone happy. Like myself, you do make me very happy.
Maybe you're right. I'll have a think about it. Anyway, I've got to go. I've got to go to bed. It's very late. I'll talk to you later. You sound busy though. Are you all right?
Oh, 1 second.
Oh, Miss Wizard? What, Cornelius? Oh, I guess he's gone. All right then.
Oh jeez. Oh, I just remembered. It's okay. It's okay. I forgot to put in my paperwork. Oh, So many things go wrong when you forget to put in your paperwork. It's gonna be fine. All I have to do is fight the dragon that gets really pissed off when you don't put in your paperwork. He's from HR. He's perfectly fine. He's going to understand. But it's gonna be fine. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. I'm gonna murder a dragon. Go. Now, if you remember, last time we did a lot of work on these lights here. Yes, they're quite nice, aren't they? The steampunky, medievally type lights. Very nice, very nice. And of course, the path. The path I like too. All of it had to be changed to bring it from modern to medieval. And honestly, I like the change. I think it did definitely do the job. Don't know if it's really my color scheme. I'm using colors that I wouldn't usually use. I mean, they're not blues, purples, or whites, or blacks, or... Yeah, they're browns and orangey browns and yellowy browns. Lots of brown. Wow. So beige and boring. Anywho, it's kind of the vibe, and we're trying to make a city, a modern city, into something more medieval. And today I want to take on some, a bigger project. These 3 buildings, to be exact. We have the fireworks store, we have the dye store, we have the wool store, and I believe at the back we have the sand store. And just come through here. Yes. There we are, the sand store. Now these 4 stores are going to be completely taken over and changed into something more medieval. Now, of course, there is going to have to be a few larger changes. With the wool store, everything's going to be fine. Although, from the sounds of it, I will need to collect a whole bunch of new sheep, as there doesn't seem to be any sounds coming from the inside. So I'm going to imagine all the sheep are dead. They died in transit. So we're going to have to get them coming back. I mean, yes, we do have a whole bunch of wool in here, I believe. Yeah, well, wow. See, look at all that. Oh, glass there. Yeah, maybe we don't need them right now. I don't think we're going to need them anytime soon. So we'll deal with that later, but we do have to kind of give this more of a de-evolution, per se. It's a little too white and clean. Here, the dye store, for some reason, had water. I'm not entirely sure why. It's all the different dyes, but it kind of looks like chests hanging from an ocean bed or something. This will need to be redesigned somehow. I don't like that. And we could always change this into ebony wood, or we could change the color. We'll see. And this one, well, fireworks aren't exactly something we sell. Yes, I wouldn't say in the medieval times we need fireworks. Just gonna point that out. So what can we turn it into instead? Not fireworks. I mean, a light store could be nice. Having a giant glowing light going all the way to the top could be interesting. Very beams all the way through, you know? And, of course, when you walk in here, there's lots of redstone and hanging things. I like these, but they're a bit too modern. I feel like these 4 buildings have a huge issue of just being way too modern. The color schemes are too bright and cheerful, or dark and clean. And this is probably the least modern one, and probably take the least amount of work. We're gonna have to make it into more of a temple, though. I'll take the shape, but those little topper areas are gonna get a bit of an add-on, especially when they're next to these ones, which, you know, are a bit more mute of color and have a different vibe. All right, I think first thing is first. We're gonna start with this one, the fireworks store. Turning it into a giant light store, you know, for torches and such. which means we're going to have a giant light pole in there. All these will have to be turned into white wood, maybe, like the mangroves, like the ones over there. And I'm thinking of more of a yellow color, a yellow wood to go here, you know? And we'll change the trapdoors to something a bit nicer as well. I think that will all be good. So, first we'll start on the frame. The walls need to be changed immediately. I would even like to change those windows. I feel like they're a bit too, well, they're not very marked, are they? A bit too see-through. I can see through them. They're too clean. Too clean. Alright, let's get to it. Time to take out some frames. Well, there's one frame. Kinda looks a bit, silly right now, though. Looks like a hairy spider or a strange-looking chair. Oh, dear. What I'm thinking of doing is filling in the, glass with this, but, the yellow's kinda not looking great. Might have to do the white. I am using a yellow wood to kind of accent it, and white mangroves up there. Not entirely sure what I want to do with the floor, but I need to keep it in the light colors. All of this is very hard because you want to give the essence of light, but not just make it all white, or all yellow, or orange, or all red, depending on, what type of light's coming from. It could be fire. However, I do want to have trapdoors as kind of the ceiling. I want the yellow or white glass for the windows and the window panes, and then maybe a terracotta for the bottom. We'll see. Something good. This shop has got to have a bit of a flash, pizzazz. I mean, it is a light store after all. It's got to have some lights, and not just these pathetic little mushroom lights out the front. Oh dear. But no, I should probably go get some more glass. Now that's a beautiful white building. So clear, so foggy. Okay, maybe not so clear. I could definitely crash into that. Yeah, to the fog around the top. Yes. Well, it's nice. See, you come in here and there's this beautiful big glowstone tower. I like to add bits and pieces to it. You've got the little stalls here, chest there, stall here, chest there. As you look up, you get into the trap doors. I wanted trap doors up there instead of glass because I like the idea of having roofs. And even though rain pitter-pattering down on here is lovely, I believe there needs to be shadowing so that lights fully, get their space and show off their full shine. Plus, I like yellow and white together. It's lovely. Don't often use those colors and don't have to use them together. But certainly, at the end of the day, it was a good choice. Loving these trapdoors, too. But this is one building down and 3 to go. Next, of course, we have the dye store. Oh, jeez. This one's gonna be rough, because I'm not entirely sure what to do with this one. I still want to make it about dyes, but I feel like it should be more floral, Maybe be more about the fact that the dyes mostly come from, flowers, and not ink sacs, which is what I think was trying to be made here. We'll see. And maybe opening up that top area. You know what? This could be made into a mountain. Cascading down the waters instead of blocking it off like that. Could replace us all with stone and cobblestone. Make this into a cave. I like that idea. First we'll build the cave and then we'll give it some details. Yes. And then the inside has got to be worked on a bit. I feel like just putting pillars here and here, I don't mind this, but maybe not chains, maybe like on top of things, like moss or like bushes and leaves. Yes, if we could find colored bushes and leaves, they would look lovely to have the color underneath it. Oh, okay. I got it. The ideas are flowing through my brain, my very, very big brain. Yes, very big. Oh, sorry, disembodied voices. I'm talking to you as if you know what's happening, as if you're part of my mind. You're part of my mind, right? I'm not going crazy, am I? No, it's fine. Simply magic. Look at it. Oh, a waterfall from, out of nowhere. And they say there's no magic in the world. Well, guess what? I'm a wizard and I'm saying there is. we have the new dye store, and as you can probably say, or you can probably tell, it's not as tall as it originally was. There used to be a big piece here. I tried to emulate that by making basically an invisible waterfall. I kind of like it more as an invisible waterfall than an actual waterfall. But when you come in here, you can see all the colorful. Look at this. I had to use these because there was no black leaves or white leaves or gray leaves. But the rest all had a nice color. Look at all these. Oh, it's perfect. And of course, the dye salesman would sit here and be like, "Oh yes, come in, come in." You know, as dye salesmen do. Their dye sales, dye sales, oh god, it sounds terrible each time. Dye salesmen often sit here and go, "Oh yes, come in." That's exactly what they do. Of course. I just like the ambiance in here, and you can even see little pieces coming off there. And the ceiling is just mossy stone. Oh, it's so lovely. It's also, of course, the top of this part, which is actually there's a little pond up there. This goes down into a little pond. And I tried to make sure that I gave it some nature touches, as you can see, with some mossy stone. I definitely like those little mossy caps. It definitely adds something. Tried to put a little bit of a shape around here. And it was hard to blend it in. But often you have those problems where you're trying to blend in a natural build inside of something not so natural. And I will point out that originally it was a building, not a pile of rock. It was a building that turned into a pile of rock. And I much prefer this pile of rock to the building. Not gonna lie. You might not like it, but I do. Definitely do. Alright, so before we go on to the whole wool problem over here, I think it more important that we start on this little place right here. This is supposed to be the sand salesman, and I honestly, this already looks pretty fine. Like, not gonna lie, it's not that it's modern. It's just very sand-like. It's just a tower of sand. I think the things that we could change, however, is maybe the glass, changing the type of glass, changing the shape of the roofs, making these pillars inside a bit more pillory, and giving these lights well, something, because they're just kind of hanging here, and I don't like that. Otherwise, everything was pretty okay. It's pretty simple. It's pretty nice. Gives out the same vibes as most of the other ones. So yeah, just a few simple changes can do a whole lot, though, as you could see with these builds. Right, let's make this build look more like a temple. I like temples. Do you like temples? Although surely temples is a type of drink, though I don't like to drink, well, not on the job. Well, this sure is a bit more flashy, and oh, very bright. Very, oh god, so bright. Oh, good, oh no, so bright. Oh, jeez. Okay, right. Well, we've made it look a bit more, a bit nicer with the materials. We've got some blazers here, some chairs, pillars all the way to the top. The windows are very, very, very bright. You can barely see. And I don't know where we can go to see it, but there is a nice tower. Let's climb up this thing, shall we? There we go. I did a little pyramid on top. I thought it looked cute. It's kind of like a dookie. Little yellow dookie, but it's also a pyramid, so you know. But I like it. I think it's fun. It's like a yellow lit up dookie on a giant table. Poop on a table. We do love poop on a table, and we only have one left. Ow! That hurt. But we only have one left, and it's for the sheep. Oh, the cute little adorable sheep. Again, I don't think I'm gonna change much about that one. I think it's only going to be a swap of materials. So this is going to be swapped for the mangrove, and all these pieces are going to be replaced with mangrove pieces. Excuse me, sir. Rude. And then probably the inside is swapped with something else. It's not concrete, you know. Probably we'll have to swap all this as well, and the ceilings, and this can stay. I feel like that can stay. But yes, just taking all the modern aspects out of this and just removing them completely. I feel that this is good. This could be easy. I say that, but it's a very, 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 very big build, so maybe not so easy. I think it's gonna be easy but take a long time. Is that better? Yeah, that's better. Easy but takes a long time. Although we have already got 3 done, and they look a bit crazy. It looks like the shopping district of an SMP right now, and I kind of enjoy that vibe, you know, just having difference of styles altogether. Oh, these flowers look beautiful. I made such a good choice with this one. Yes, I did. Anywho, let's get to it. I'm going to watch out and make sure that none of those goddamn flying demons come back. I'll give them this and that and this. Oh, yeah, they'll take it. Oh, alright. Alright, let's begin. Let's break all these. Right. I know you've probably not been enjoying the snippets of me showing you what the world is slowly evolving into, but trust me, it's a very boring process. I'm literally just breaking blocks and then replacing them. It would be nice to do it in a time-lapse, I suppose. But I kind of like the end time-lapse where you show what you had and then you show the end result. I kind of like that kind of time-lapse. Maybe it's not that good, but like, maybe it is. You know, I always question myself and my skills. No, either way, as you can see, we replaced it with some bricks, some nice white terracotta bricks, and some mangroves. I actually like the windows, by the way. I've been so anti these white clear windows with all the other builds, but you know what? They actually look fine here. I also added some fence pieces to the edges, and I'm replacing all of the smooth slabs with some white mangrove slabs. We're going to do the same to the top of the roof as well, which I still have to do. And the inside just here still needs to get done. As you can see, I've been testing some things out, trying to get stuff done here. And we have swapped some of the pieces to the new medieval stuff. But so far, we're just trying to make it work, especially because I know just under here are hoppers, which are definitely making my life a little more difficult. Oh, well, you know, it's not much. But either way, we just have to replace these. I'm thinking of maybe some pillars. If we could find some pillars of some kind, we're going to use those glowstone lantern-y type things up the top. Put in a lot of white mangrove wood, which I'm actually going to probably go a little bit lower with this. It's being that the roof doesn't need to be as high as it is currently. So there's just a little bit of editing to do, you know? I actually like this building, though. I think it looks rather nice. Although I'm really a big fan of these, like, little detailed windows. I've got to experiment with this more. You maybe use some glass blocks instead of glass panes in the center or something. Get some trapdoors as, like, shutters. Really have to start experimenting more with my builds. Although this isn't really an experimental time. This is more of a get stuff done sort of time, but definitely in the future have to consider that. Yes, definitely in the future. Either way, let's do the finer details. I mean, this is our final build. Oh, so happy with this. I like the textures. Right, we have it. Here we go. I'm ready. We filled the inside with terracotta. I decided it would go with the walls, being that they're white terracotta walls. I thought some white terracotta, well, I guess it's just white terracotta, would go really well here. Replaced all of this with the white, and look at it. It's so much more modern and pretty, and I think it goes really well with the lamps as well, because of the pinkish tones going with the orangey reddish tones. And yeah, there we go. We've got 3 buildings done. 4. Oh, I keep forgetting about the sand one at the back. I really didn't do much to that one. We could turn the fireworks store into a glowstone kind of light store. We turned the ink and dye thing into almost a cave full of leaves and beautiful stuff. I actually do like those leaves. Look at all these leaves. Definitely could decorate with these more. I definitely got to think about that next time we do. We look into a Friendly Kingdoms, maybe Friendly Kingdoms Season 2. Ooh, Friendly Kingdoms Season 2. I did like my building world. Anywho, then we have the wool store, which was the biggest of the projects. I've got to admit, it did take the longest. And then when we come through here, we have the sand store, which I actually like the little touches. It was only changed a tiny bit, but I feel like it was just changed enough. You know, just a tiny bit, but just enough. I also like that there were a little bit more details added to all the bits and pieces. You can't simply remake and remodel. You have to add more details, make it look a bit nicer. I just like the brick. White terracotta brick. Beautiful. Either way, we're finally finished this section. I feel so good about it. Gonna have a little time lapse before the outro, just so you're able to see everything that was done, you know. It will show before and after. Oh, it's gonna be so lovely, so great. I like doing the little before and after so you can see what it turned into. Sometimes it's better, sometimes it's worse, sometimes it's just more in theme. But I'm very excited because I've invited Deerdra to come see it. Oh, I hope she likes it. I really do. I don't know. I'm a little bit nervous. She might not like it, you know. She might think that this place is a little, well, what's the word? Crafty? Oh. Well, I hope she does like it. I really, I'm just going to show her around, you know. It's just going to show her each place and hopefully she'll tell me it's wonderful, and we might even go on a date or something. I don't know. Oh yeah. Oh, I haven't seen her in quite some time, and I don't know how long it's been in her world, you know? Because time moves differently in her world. She's in a different planet called the Fae planet, which is, or the Fae world, which is, it's nice. It's for fairies and such. But I believe that a month here is a year there, and this has almost taken a month, which means it's almost been a year. Almost been a year since our last call. I did kind of leave it on a bit of a cliffhanger, I must admit, and I would have thought that she tried to call back, but maybe she just got busy. Yes, just got busy. I'm sure it's fine. Anyway, let's have a little bit of an...
Hello there. Fidget, out of the way. Who may I ask is calling?
Deerdra, it's Cornelius.
Oh, Cornelius. Really? I thought the worst. Last call cut off. It's been almost a year.
Oh, I'm so sorry for scaring you. I just had wizard emergency. I had a wizard emergency. Yes, that. And I just had to rush off. I'm so sorry I didn't end our call appropriately.
You know what? It's fine. I'm just glad that you're alive and well.
Good. Well, I was wondering if you would like to come visit my new, office? And come see the progress that has been made.
Oh, how lovely. Good to hear your construction is still going ahead after all this time.
Yes. So what do you think?
I could definitely come for a visit. I will have to make sure everything here is okay first.
Wonderful. Well then, I guess I will see you soon. It's been a long time after all. See you soon.
I'll send you a message beforehand, before I come. Fidget, away from me. Fidget, away from me, Fidget. I'm sorry, I've got to go. Oh, how lovely. This place is looking rather nice. I'm sure that Harfin is... Oh, I'm sure that the wizard is around here somewhere. Oh my, that's a little weird now, isn't it? I better go over to the big house over there.
Oh,
Cornelius.
Deerdra, welcome. Oh, it's so good to see you. I'm so happy. I hope you don't mind. This is rather a big place, you know. It's from business friendly. You see, we're refurbishing it to make it more medieval and fantasy.
Oh, Cornelius, calm down. This city is looking very well. You always did like the medieval style.
Yes, I do like fantasy and medieval a little more than I do like modern. You are always more of a cottagecore lady yourself.
Yes, it's a style that I'm currently embracing.
Oh, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. So if you'd like to look around, feel free. I'm gonna go make us some sandwiches, if that's okay. Some tasty, tasty sandwiches.
I am a little bit peckish, but take your time. It seems that like I have a lot to look at.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Well, you have a good look around. I'm just gonna go make the sandwiches. I'll see you in a moment.
Oh, well, I suppose that Cornelius has let me have free rein to look around. It does seem that some of the buildings still haven't been finished, but that's perfectly fine. I'm sure they'll get to them at some point. Now look around here. Oh, I do love flowers. Oh, Oh, look at all the blues and purples, a little bit of pinks. Oh no, that's more of a lavender, like a light purple. Oh, I do love fish. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's an aquarium. Oh, I haven't been to an aquarium since I was a wee little girl. Oh, there seems to be nothing in here. Oh dear. I hope Cornelius knows that there's no fish in these tanks. But there's definitely some over here. Let's have a little bit of a look. Oh, there's nothing in that one. That's a bit... But there is in this one. Oh, jeez. It's getting very close now, isn't it? Oh, look at them. They're so colourful. Pinks and purples. Oh, they're so perfect. Not exactly the prettiest things, that's for sure. But they sure are lovely. Oh, look at their big eyes. Big, beady eyes. Seeing into the very souls of their enemies. Oh, that's not creepy at all. I wonder what they're called. Oh well, I'm sure it doesn't matter. Oh, I better have a look. I better continue looking around before, he finishes his sandwiches. Yeah, I've never known him to be a very good cook, so I don't exactly know what they're gonna taste like, but I'm sure they'll be fine. Oh, a little cake store with a funny little man. Oh, you're not actually there. Well, funny man, can I have some cake? Thank you. I wonder if I can. Oh, very tasty. Oh, I ate the entire cake. Don't tell Cornelius. He'll be very disappointed in me. Plus, a girl's got to watch her figure. Although I do have a husband now, so maybe I don't have to watch it too hard. Oh, this is very nice. Very pretty. I like the gold. Oh, this is a hideous building. It's black and grey. And on the inside it's very, it's very clean. It's almost like an office building. I would hate to work here. It'd be very sad and depressing. Oh, geez. Cubicles. Oh, how lovely. Yes, I always did say how lovely cubicles are. They really do bring out, the sadness in all the workers. Poor things. I hope Cornelius's workers don't, overthrow him. I would if I saw those places. What's this one? Oh, it's rather lovely now, isn't it? Oh, look, there's like light going all the way to the top. Oh, over there's that's nice too. Oh, floating water. That's strange. Must be magic. Never really understood magic myself, but that's perfectly normal. However, this is so lovely. Oh, I do love the light. Oh, I could just sit here for hours staring. You know what? I will. I'm sure Cornelius will take his time anywho. Let's just have a little bit of a rest.
Oh, I hope that she had a good little check. Oh, where is she? Deerdra? Deerdra! Deerdra, where are you? Deerdra?
Oh, Cornelius, behind you.
Oh, there you are, Deerdra. Oh, so sorry about that. Well, here's some sandwiches. Oh, it's so good to have you here. I can't believe it. It's been a long time.
Oh, yes, Cornelius. I fear that we have a lot to talk about. Starting with my daughter and my husband, Fennekin Tate.
I guess we have a lot to discuss. Well, I guess this weather seems appropriate, being that I'm a very sad wizard. Oh, I'm gonna die alone and sad. So Deerdra, of course, is now happy with her husband and daughter and living their happy lives, and he's all off on adventures and stuff, and I'm stuck here. Even though I'm a high-powered wizard with all these powers, yeah, I could snap him out of existence. Then what, Deerdra? Huh? What? But then what? No. I'm not like that. I would never do it. Think about it, though. Anyway, we have more important things to do, and I think today we should focus on other things, more building. Yes, yes. You see, we have this wonderful bottle over here, which, in fact, I do really like this design, though I do think the inside has absolutely nothing in it. I'm guessing this was under construction. I would love to make this look more like a table, and because I really like what's inside. I like the bottle, but I want a table. I want this to be a table, and on the inside we might have glass all the way around here. We'll have lots of glass, and then the inside just, some bottles and stuff like that. This one just needs a complete overhaul. I don't really know how to make this look good. Maybe go with the iron? No. I have to do something about this. It's way too modern, but I don't want to destroy that dragon. Last but not least, we're turning this into a water feature. We might make a little fountain, but my god, it's bad. What is this? Is it supposed to be Cabo Thulu? Business friendly, what did you get yourself into? Always with the heebie-jeebies and stuff. I just don't understand that, friendly. He's just the weirdest one of us all. Right. First things first, let's knock down this god-ugly statue. We're going to replace it with a nice water fountain. Now, I'm sure that you know a whole bunch of designs for water fountains, and they're all very simple. I'm going to try to take the aspects of what's here. I might shape it just a little bit different, or we could just do like a tide pool and then a square kind of water feature in the middle. But either way, a lot of this is coming off. A lot of it, it'll be fine. Trust me, I'm doing this in the rain, and I'm sad, so inspiration's hitting me like the Taylor Swifts, I was broken up with, and I'm just a wizard who's sad, I was broken up with, and I'm feeling really bad, See, it's a smash hit already. Oh, perfect. I like to see on the positives. Now let's get this beautiful water fountain built and replace this god-ugly statue. Oh, beautiful, beautiful! It's basically I tried to emulate the shop over there, the pile shop, but with the waterfalls. I tried to make it look a little bit more luxe, but still use a lot of stone and the glowstone to kind of keep in the realm of the medieval. Like, you probably see this more industrial, maybe, but I still like it. I think it's beautiful. I think it's wonderful. I can make wishes and throw coins into the fountain. Although, I don't know if that would come true, being that kind of magic is ridiculous. Psychics and tarot readings and coin flips, star signs. I mean, all of it's stupid. But real magic that everyone believes in, right? You believe in real magic, right? Yeah. Well, this beautiful water fountain, that's magic. That's real. That's beautiful. We all like it. Well, I like it, and I think it's a perfect touch. Of course, the next building we're going to have to do is the smaller one. I'm tackling this one last. It is humongous, but we're going to do this one. So I'm going to get some dark oak and replace all these pieces here. We're going to make a glass wall out of glass pieces, and I'm thinking of putting some glass panes in between here. And on the inside, I have no idea, but we definitely need to do something about this because it's just awful. Just plain awful. But yes, this alchemy store has to be turned into an alchemy table. Well, no, just a table with a bottle on top. Alright, let's get into it. Let's go. I have some ideas. I'm going to throw them on the wall and see what sticks. Ew, sticky. No one likes sticky potions. Yes. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Oh my god. Oh, excuse me, sir. I really need potions right now. Sir? Sir? Are you alright? Hello? He's dead! I'm joking. He wasn't even alive in the first place. Oh, just a little wizard joke. But no, as you can see, I made a table. This is the table. We had all the legs and the flatness up there. I did put some more green pieces in there, some green glass. I wanted the layers to be a bit thicker, just so you got a bit more of the green touch. I changed this into moss, and then we changed this into some dark oak, which I actually like this. I like how open it is. You can look out into the park, There's some shady dealings with these guys while looking out into the park. That's just not suspicious at all. Yeah, that's exactly what we want. Yes, that's great. Oh God, we're gonna get in trouble. Anywho, these are all the potions. I got a bunch of barrels there, and of course we got 2 ender people who are helping out with the selling of potions. I've got to remember this is this is not a door kind of thing. There we go. That's another one down. Another one bites the dust, and finally we're up to the stressful one. Now, I kind of do still want this weird shape that I have, but I don't know exactly how it's going to work. I don't want to do another bouldery, like, nature one, but that certainly is an option. However, we could go more wooden tree vibes. This feels like it's going to be part of a much bigger process. Not entirely sure what I'm going to go with, but I think I should start at the top with the dragon. So, I have to get all the way up there. Oh God. Don't worry, I could do this. We're definitely going to give this a complete makeover. I'm going to try to keep the wibbly wobbly kind of vibes it's got. Maybe I'll make a building that's like wibbly wobbling all the way up instead of the cubes. That does mean I'm going to have to take out the flatness and the cubic-ness of it, but it will be going wobbly all the way top. Maybe like a wizard tower of some kind? Just feel like we're not going to take up enough space. We'll figure it out. Space. The final frontier of magic. Well, the end is, I guess. But you, sir, are about to be transformed. Hacha! I almost threw a sandwich at you. Well, this is not exactly what I was expecting. However, it works. So my mob spawning thing has turned into a giant cloud. Just a big-ass cloud over there. And basically the mobs will drop into the building down there. Now I'm going to wipe out this floor and probably that floor too and just have 2 pieces there. But I like the idea. It's not exactly what I was thinking when I first built it. As I said, I wanted to do a tree or a wizard tower. However, with the dragon, I realized that's going to be a lot harder than I thought. So instead, we did a cloud. A big ball of, well, cloudiness. Yes, it's crazy. But now we have to knock down that floor, and well, we have to make a new building. In the shape of the old one, though, so the 2 floors. Right. This should be fun. Jump! Oh, there we are. Perfect. Alright, now all we have to do is figure out what to do with these floors. And not die. Also, why are the phantoms not attacking me? I'm sure they're just repositioning themselves or something. Well, we did it. We did it. So that is the mob farm up there. And the mob farm drops down. And I destroyed all of the floors. But it drops down into a big hole right there. It goes splat. And then everything gets picked up and put in the middle. It's wonderful. You can sell all the mob stuff in here. Is there actually anything in here? No. Oh, well. But I tried to make it look more like a prison almost. Cabinets and stuff like that. The glowstones. It's definitely looking... well... It's hard to say if it looks medieval or not. I would go with a little bit of that, a little bit of this. But it's nice that this has taken my mind off, well, Deerdra. You know, I was in love with her, but I guess my time has come and gone. Now she's with that man. Anywho, it's wonderful, isn't it? It's beautiful. Oh, we got the 3 buildings done. Deerdra came and visited, and we got all these 3 buildings. The table... well, technically it was 2 buildings because this is a water fountain. But as you can see, we have another thing done. I also think that the fact that this isn't a skyscraper and turned into like a dragon on a cloud kind of made it more magical and fanciful than what it originally was. So I actually think that added to it. But I'm definitely liking this side of it. However, this side is looking a bit more, well, it's looking still very, very, very modern. And a lot of this can be easily fixed, though, in saying that. A lot of this can be easily fixed. I mean, the shapes are there. It's just about the materials used. So I think next time we're definitely going to have to look into these. So as you remember last time, well, the time before that, we got these done. This side of the road. Now we're gonna do this side. We've got a nice billboard building here. It's a huge billboard. Wonder if we could put something up there, or maybe make it like an archway or something. Then of course we have a food store in here, like a grocer, which is very nice. And I believe there are some things inside of there. I'm not entirely sure. It does look like there might be a farm of some kind. In here is another farm. It's a what kind of farm is it? Oh, it's a sugarcane farm. My God, it's awful. Well, I guess we've been here for a while. So sugarcane farm, and then we come over here. We have a bamboo farm. Oh wow. That's a lot of bamboo. And finally, we have this one, which is a bookstore. I like some books. Now, I think we can transform... I'm going to keep these actually what they are. I mean, if you think about it, books and enchanted books in fantasy worlds are completely normal, including the fact that, you know, in order to find books in the medieval times, you would have had to gone into the major cities. Reading was not exactly fundamental, and not many people were able to read. Only the rich and powerful, and even then, sometimes not them. They didn't have to waste their time with such things. Then, of course, we have sugarcane and bamboo, and both were used in items back in the day that were sometimes used in construction or foods. So I think it's important to leave these kinds of buildings here. Last but not least is the grocer, or a general store. Now, there were many fruit stalls and such like that, but now we're going to make a building version, which I personally think that this building needs to be a bit more exciting. I mean, I like these colors. We've used them before. But with this being a more natural build, I don't really think that the actual building, nor the inside, looks very natural. So, we're probably going to look into making that a bit more nature-driven. We've got 4 buildings, but the first one I'm going to start with is probably the easiest. That, of course, being the bookstore. I do love books, and I can definitely read. Definitely can read. No one said I couldn't. Definitely can read. Every word... I'm not unable to read big books or big words, I promise. But yes, the bookstore. Now, I believe the inside is pretty okay. If we look on the inside, I may change this. Actually, no. Let's look a bit more on that. I may change this a little bit, but it does look very magical in here. I'll change out these and that. I do like this, I've got to admit. I'm going to change out the flooring to something more colorful. Oh, it looks like there's a bunch of books here that never got placed. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, we are going to have to remove those and probably take them down to there. And there's a whole bunch of barrels, but some books are in here, Aqua Infinities and Powers. Again, I'll change out the floor. We're going to change out these walls and the bottom bits. Let's go up to the top, because I believe there's like a reading area. Yes, the reading area is up here. Again, we'll change out the flooring, change over there. I'm going to replace all these with tables and chairs. And same with up here. I'm going to replace these with tables and chairs, and probably just have a maybe bookcase there and have a table and chair just here. Make it a bit nicer. We're also going to use maybe some floating lanterns or something instead of these well, metal lanterns. I just don't think it's enough, you know. I just think it needs a bit of a change. This does look like an old library, I have to admit, but I think we're definitely going to bring in the fantasy world. That does mean I could probably be a bit more creative with the colors that I use here. Thinking of using maybe some purples and some pinks, maybe some blues, but just you know, colder colors. And yeah, so we're going to get into it first by doing the frame. As you know, I love to do the frames because the frames really help the building along. So let's get to it. You know what they say, trust the process? I really have to trust this process. Because right now, the frame is looking absolutely insane. And, well, the colors are ugly as hell. Although I am liking this part, you know, going for the pink. We're definitely going to add some purple to this for sure, because this is hideous. Absolutely hideous. No one's gonna want to buy a book from this bookstore. So I guess let's put it on the walls and hope it gets a bit better. Also, what color windows should I have? Well, this update isn't sad or depressing. I mean, look at all the rain again. God damn, but we did put in the walls, and see what I mean? Trust the process. It looks a lot better now, and I like the white frosted windows. I think it's going well. You know, really giving the magical touches. Exactly what I was looking for. Except when you come in here and see that, well, actually, this looks fine, but let's go to the next floor. You'll see what I mean. The interior decorator has not arrived yet. Yeah, so we may have a bit of some issues. It's very dark in here. And the second floor may be falling to pieces, perhaps. Oh, well, all the books are going to get soggy. Yeah, I still have to put in the ceilings and the floors, because obviously a lot of this is going to change, but we still have the interior to go. So, honestly, we should probably get straight into the interior, making this beautiful, beautiful library and bookstore look a bit more, well read. See what I did there? But yes, I definitely think the frame and the walls are completing this a lot more. I'm so happy with the result. Before we move on to the next building, I just want a quick look at this one. I mean, look at it. It's got weird and wacky shapes. I mean, those two shapes look a bit strange, and that one over there is a bit strange. I like the leaning of it. The colors are a bit, well, it's a bit silly, but also I like it. You walk in here, and of course, it's like a little menagerie. You got, see how I made this look a little less modern, a little more fanciful. When we come up to the second floor, I want it to be a bit more minimalistic. You know, you're sitting here, you're looking through all the books, because this is the book sales place, and I made this a bit taller. I decided that I liked the look of this more than putting more, you know, more frames. So I took out the frame, and here we are to the main library area where you can read and such. You can come up here and do some more reading. And I had the floating lanterns because I thought they looked a lot better and more mysterious and magical. This is exactly what I was looking for. I'm so much happier now that it's gotten that more fanciful touch. It didn't need too much more when it came to, like, you know, modern look, but fantasy, it definitely needs something just a little extra, and I'm so glad for it. Now, the next one actually doesn't need much at all. It's very Asian-inspired, I must admit. This building was very Asian-inspired. I was even inspired when I was looking at it. I found more buildings like it in Japanese architecture diaries and such. But I actually really like this. All I'm thinking of doing is replacing the brown with dark oak, and then changing up some of these windows. I'm going to put some different frames inside. And yeah, just really changing it up. I'm also going to change up that area right there. I just feel like it's a bit too modern. So yeah, it's just about the shapes. The inside of this is actually not going to change at all, because once you come in here, actually, I'll probably change out this flooring. But once you come in here, it's just very normal. I feel the floor is the only wrong part of it, and it just looks very different. I might actually change it to a mosaic if I can for the entire thing. Either that or just like a nice color. Probably something to do with this kind of textures. We'll see. But yes, this building is not going to get much of an overhaul, so I thought I'd do this one quickly next. I mean, it's the same with this building as well. It doesn't need much of an overhaul. I'm definitely going to change all the types of used on this. Like this terracotta is making it look a bit too modern. And also maybe going over a few of the abstract shapes I've tried. But we'll see. It's time to go in and change the material. This is not modern enough. Close, but no cigars. Done. And look at it. It's different. It's certainly different. I certainly think it looks different. That's for sure. If we look at it from all angles, yeah, it's different. I prefer this first building, to be honest, in its makeover. I think this building got maybe a make under. I'm not entirely sure, but it is definitely of a different age. We definitely aged it a bit, made it a bit more old looking. So that's something. At least we did something, right? Yeah. Now with this one, it is literally only going to be changing out all of those all the brown terracotta for dark oak. This time it will be, I'll see if I can find a different kind of log that's still brown and replace it with it. Because, this world's a lot different. But honestly, the only thing, modern about this is the terracotta part. And when you come in here, even this is just like an old-fashioned vibe. So this one will be the quickest and simplest. It is literally just changing the frame over with something a bit different. And I feel like this one's probably going to take the biggest blow. Just like the bookstore, this one's going to take the biggest blow. So yeah, let's just focus on this one first and get all the frames replaced. Everything else will stay the same, but the frames will have to be replaced. This is what happens. This is what happens when you decide to build an entire city business friendly. I told you this is what was going to happen. Right, now, what kind of wood can we find? I'm gonna have to explore the world. Oh yeah, there's only half the size. I keep forgetting that this part has been cut up into like this. So yeah, we have a lot of these frames to replace. And at least this terracotta here is brown, but it's too close to this brown. I think that might be black terracotta, and that's brown terracotta. Either way, we have stuff to complain about. We have stuff to change and logs to look at. Alright, let's go log shopping. Ooh, I do love to go get some hardwood. Ugly, ugly, truly ugly. You're both so ugly. I have never seen two more pathetic, sad buildings before. I mean, look at it. This one is basically a light shade of beige, pink, whatever, with dark browns and light browns and so many different browns. And you're just a textured mess. What did I think? I mean, you do kind of have a nice swirl to you, though. It's just, it looks so unnatural. It's just so symmetrical, and I hate it. But, overall, I mean, it's more fantasy, I suppose, because it looks like the entire place is alive! It looks like the logs are alive! But whatever, they can't all be bangers. Especially these two. I feel really bad about changing things. Just not bangers, they're not bangers. Now this one. Look, I don't mind the granite that's going along here. I just have an issue with the terracotta. I think that should be turned into an orange wood, and then we should have some orange bricks in there, or some red bricks or something. Maybe some the normal bricks. We'll just put some bricks in here. It just needs a little bit of a de-transformation in a way. The inside is really where it gets bad. This is just a jumble of look, these are fine. But what is this floor? Why is this here? And what the hell is this? It's just so ugly. So goddamn ugly. Whoever designed, oh well, we know who designed this. Business friendly. Your taste sucks. Right, so we'll keep the granite, I think, but replace everything else. And, I don't know what to do with that top bit. Is it actually attached to anything? Let's have a look. Yes, it is. It's part of the machine. Huh. I see. We've got our work cut out for us, that is sure. Actually, we might be able... Okay, we're going to place some bricks, we're going to put some fence pieces up there. Put fence pieces. I might replace that glass with fence pieces. And right here, we're going to need some sort of mural or glass thing going on. Alright, I see the damage that has been done. Right, time to fix the grocer up. Make the grocer less grosser. Well, that looks a lot better. Oh, wait, what? Oh, dear. It seems because there's machinery behind it, it keeps pushing the trapdoors open. Which kind of is cool. Every so often the trapdoors will open up and then a few minutes later they'll close again. Wait for it. Waiting for more. Waiting. Come on. Where's some more? I guess the pumpkins do. Oh, there we go! Oh, there's another one. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that. Either way, I kind of like that touch. Like, just keep opening and close. He said kind of magical, kind of magical. I mean, to some people, technology is magic and crazy and stuff. But I kind of like that touch. Otherwise, we did, of course, change this to a wood, and we changed everything to a nice brick, and I thought about turning the glass into into pieces like this, but I went against it the last moment. I thought, no, no, no. Plus, we have bigger fish to fry. The bigger fish big inside of here. I mean, look at this fish. Look at how red this goddamn fish is. I'm thinking that we could do the same thing with the checkerboard, but I might do spruce and oak in here. We're gonna turn this into maybe I should do spruce all of these things and then do oak and birch down here, and whatever this is going. I'm just getting rid of it completely. But yeah, otherwise we just have to change this inside area. Everything else is perfectly fine. I mean, in here is fine. That's fine. So yeah, we just have to change out this flooring and that cat register. Should be simple enough. I mean, this is the final touches to this area. We just have to make it look a little bit better. Just a little bit. The inside is pretty red. That's for sure. Oh, and we have to think about the above roof. I'll just do oak. Oak will be fine. Well, I guess we finished. As you can see, I did the orange roof. We did some orange cupboards with the nice little chairs right there. We did the checkered floor, which I think this looks a lot better. I'm a lot happier with this, like a lot happier. I think the inside is a lot better. The outside just has more of a modern touch. As you can see, a lot of pumpkins have been growing. All the trapdoors open. I kind of like the look of it. Look here, gives it more of a 3D aspect. I wish I could have opened them all up. Oh well. Either way, I think this is rather good. You know, I feel, just personally, that this grocer is ready to be the grocery. The big grocer, whatever. It's got carrots and potatoes already inside of here. I think this has got some radishes, some pumpkins right there, some lots of chicken. Take some of that chicken just in case. I'm running out of sandwiches. And we got some wool, lots of seeds. Lots of wool, it's wheat. Some eggs. Wait. We've got eggs. Oh yes. Throw the eggs into the water. There we are. Only 3 chickens, but still. Hello, welcome to my home. Yes. So, yes, we finished. We finished all 4 of them. I have to say my favorite one is still the bookstore. I think it looks really pretty. I like the colors on it. My least favorite's definitely this one. I think it's the ugliest. I think it just looks like a mishmash of things. I think this is really cool, with all the trapdoors and such. And this one this was the least changed, so it doesn't really have much to it, you know? Overall, I think we did a good job today, and hopefully next time we'll have some more things to look into. Next time we are going to finish off that building over there, and the 2 behind here. Leaving these 2 to the very end. Being that they're connected, they'll be the final piece of the puzzle. And after that, I can start working on projects. I've come up with some ideas, you know. The time lapse, because I've got to name the project. So yeah, time lapse, hourglass, sands of time. What about sandy glass or magnifying glass or time warp? One of those ones sounds really good. We'll have to look into it. Also, I've talked to people about setting up the projects. So we're gonna spend a few decades trying to get the perfect candidates for each of the projects. Yes. Gotta look into that. You know, gotta have some lists written down. I know. A lot of the candidates applying will have dark and mysterious pasts, things they're trying to escape. But you know what? That's fine. We all escaping something, aren't we? We're all escaping something. And I'm also planning a trip to a new land, a land that hasn't been seen before. Yes, I got a distress call from a place called Algazia. Very interesting place. Yes. So as you probably heard from my phone call last time. So yeah, anyway, I will be going there, and that's gonna be fun, and really excited. Hopefully I can talk to Deerdra, being in Algazia. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be really good. Yes, and I will be going there as kind of like a mission, you know, going on a mission to protect others. Yes, my first time mission. It's gonna be wonderful. As I was saying, we have good news and we have, well, neutral news. The good news is, of course, that my mission that I was telling you about is going ahead, and I'm really excited about it. You see, I'm going to be taking a trip to a place called Allegazia. Yes, exciting, exciting. I'm very excited. I'm gonna go there. After the neutral news is that I'm not gonna do it until after we finish these buildings. So these buildings are more important. I will finish the buildings first. So we're going to finish out the 3 buildings, and then I'm heading off to Allegazia. Isn't that exciting? Hello? No. You, sir, are rude. You can go away now. Thank you. So yes, I'm going to Allegazia, and I'm going on my first, serious mission, my time mission. I can't believe it, you know. I'm super nervous. I'm super worried. What if they don't like me and such? What if they think that I'm some sort of freak? I mean, a lot of people, say that I'm a little crazy, but I don't feel that way. I feel like I'm sane. Ooh, honey. I look sane, right? I look super sane. I just don't understand. But anyway, so yes, I'm going to go to Allegazia. Supposedly, I have to arrive there at a certain time to help survivors escape. Sounds interesting. I'm willing to help people escape. It's supposed to take them to a different land. I'm not entirely sure how to recalibrate portals through time, so this might be a bit difficult. I can teleport myself, but a full-on portal, like a physical thing? I just hope I don't send them to the wrong time. They're supposed to go to jolly old England. Let's hope they end up that way. They're just a bunch of survivors, and that's great. Hopefully they all survive. Funny how I remember hearing Allegazia, the place before. Where have I heard that before? Oh well, I'm sure it's nothing. I've also been feeling a bit off lately, you know, my magic's been playing up a little bit, but I'm sure it should be fine. I mean, the portals don't take too much magic, and it's not like anything can go wrong. Although I have seen some people's magic turn into different types of magic. You know, like bee magic and frost magic and candy magic. Oh, candy magic's awful, trust me. It spreads like the plague. Either way, let's get into the buildings, shall we? First is first, we're going to be working on the 2 buildings over here. Now, the 2 buildings over here, we have a little cafe for all the moo cows. Very, very cute. I kind of like this giant cow head. I think it's kind of great. I, however, think the upstairs area... What this hill? Lots of noise down there. Shut up! Seriously. But yes, this area right here I think needs to be replaced with proper furniture. Some cabinets right here. Maybe some signs up here to make it look like billboards. We're going to completely replace all of this one with something else. Are you in here? No? Oh, this is where the cows go to be slaughtered. I don't think I'll be changing anything on the inside here, but then when we come out here, we're going to, of course, do all of the shell. It's going to be replaced with wood. I want to make the hat even pointier. I want, like, the pointiest of wizard hats. This cow is going to be the wizardiest wizard's cow. I mean, if I'm going to hire people to come do some catering, I want it to be all about wizardry and magic. The other thing, I feel like this tall wall is a bit restricting. I feel like it's kind of horrible. I'm going to make it like a 2 wide, a 2 high, and then we'll replace it with wood. Oh, hello. Lovely guest. Yes, so we're going to do that. Other than that, we don't really need to do much more other than get cows in there. But yeah, I feel like this one's going to be very simple to get done. The next one's going to be a bit of a tough one. Being that this building over here is used for, well, it's supposed to be used for wheat. As you can see when you come up here, there's a lot of wheat here. That's awful. There's a lot of wheat here, and they tried to make shapes, and I'm coming to think that maybe this should embrace its more wheaty side. I'm going to knock out all of the walls, make it open concept. I'm going to... this is awful, by the way. I'm going to replace all these with something else. Not too sure what yet. And I'm going to get rid of all of these... Hi! You have a sword. So yes, and then I'm going to put on the sides trapdoors. Hello! There's a lot of zombies at the moment. You all coming from a zombie convention? But yes, I want this to all be very open. All the walls are going to go. Trapdoors will replace the edges so we don't fall off. And then this area is going to be replaced as well. I don't know if I'm going to replace these corners. I'm going to try to keep as much of the original building as possible. But we'll see how it goes. A witch? Really? Well, I do hate witches. Awful creatures. So, let's start with this wonderful, wonderful cow. See? Isn't it a cute cow? I'll show you. God damn it. 1, 2. There we are. See, look, it's a cow. Look at the eyes and the nose. Isn't it cute? Oh, I'm going to replace these blocks with something else, but the something else is still going to be the same color. I feel. Or I could leave it there. I mean, technically, it's just a head. I just think it's so adorable. We'll have to replace some things, though. Anyway, let's get to it. Let's make a very wizardy cow. Alright, this is what we're working with. I tried to make it a little bit more, medieval by changing things to woods and bricks and stuff. Although the top bit up there, we're going to keep the same. We're just going to kind of add to it. I think that still adds to the fantasy aspect. Whereas we have removed all the walls. All the walls of everything. We're going to be using the same color and the same terracotta. It's just going to be in brick form. Hopefully we can do this a bit of justice. As I said, I do want to have like tables and chairs. I kind of want to have like some trapdoors just here, like in the way. So the tables and chairs over there. Then there's some trapdoors, so like you could line up here on the counter kind of vibe. That's what I'm kind of going to go for. And I'm going to make sure that the cabinets go all the way to the end. And then there'll be a little like trapdoor here to come out of. I think that's the best choice. Honestly, there's a lot of small details that can be done. I'm just deciding how much, you know, when you're teetering on like a fast food joint or restaurant, how modern can you go without it being, you know, too modern? It was definitely a question I'm sure Business Friendly asked himself. And now I'm asking myself how to turn his almost modern build into something more medieval. It was kind of like a very cute, adorable fast food fantasy restaurant. But the bricks were just, you know, need to be replaced. So we're going to get into it. We're going to put in the walls, and then we're going to start putting in some nice furniture. Honestly, this is for the best. Very cute, though. Look at the heads. Look at all the cow heads. Think of all the cows that have no head walking around. Because they're definitely walking around. Yeah, they're definitely gone to a farm upstate. That's definitely what happened. No one died. No one was decapitated. It's just, if you walk up to them and poke them, they'll moo. Oh, I hope they goddamn don't moo. Oh, look at his little hat. Oh, it's so cute and bobbly. I mean, maybe it made it go like huge and then small and small and small. The little bubble. Oh my god, it's so cute. I love it so much. Isn't he just cute? Now, let's have a little run through, and then we'll move on to the next building. But look at this. Yes. We got the outdoor area. As you can see, the cow's still there. We got all of this done. Well done. We come in here. Didn't change much of the downstairs area. However, upstairs we have this. Tables and chairs, like the bench when you order. You're like, hi, I'd like this, and this. And yeah, we got some mats in there. We've got some lovely stoves. And look at all the cow heads. I don't know if they're upside down or the right way up. I'm not entirely sure. But I thought they looked cool. Like cow heads as a stabilizer. But this is funny and fun. I like fun. Fun is good. Now let's move on. Oh, we don't have all the time in the world, you know. Alright, so next up, we're turning this one into an open concept, breaking every single wall down, planting more wheat than you can shake a stick at, and trying to desperately make this into less of an industrial nightmare. It should be easy enough. But yes, so we're about to turn, probably get some wood or maybe some stone bricks or something for this part. All this wall is going to go. And the inside wheat that hasn't been planted at the bottom needs to be planted. So, oh god, and those doors need to be fixed. This all needs to go. We need to get some dirt to replace here. And yeah, some more water. I'm thinking of putting a slab with water on it or something, or just making this area a little bit easier to work with. Also, got to change this over and fix up over these as well. This is no longer needed. Just have to remove them. Otherwise, it's good. Let's get into some demolition! Destroy everything! Break down the patriarch... Wait, what? No, not that part. Break the alliance between... No, not that one. The good and evil, a fight of... No, destroy a house. Because I'm Wizard the Builder. Can I fix it? No, I'm destroying it instead. Well, look at this open concept. So open. I liked all the new blocks, though. As you can see when you walk in here, there's all this wheat and stuff growing. It's not ready yet, of course. I planted it right at the end. And wait. There we are. A little bit fiddly, but I made sure there was like edges so you could look out upon things, you know. So you're not always stepping on the beautiful wheat. But yeah, I think it looks great. I like all these the trap doors, you know. I like a bit of trap door. But I think it looks like more like a balcony. And I think I'm going to use this in future, to be honest. I mean, it's cute. It's interesting. You don't see this very often. I definitely think it could do with a bit more of details. Maybe some slabs around the side or something. Oh, how rude. Ow! Right in my back! I was backstabbed by a skeleton. Oh well, he's died now. Either way, whoopsies. Either way, I really like this, and I think the idea was there. I've used this before in the past when I was younger, and I've seen other friendlies use it too. But the point of this was trying to make it so that it wasn't so enclosed, because farms don't need to be enclosed, especially in the past. Right. We have more important things to look into. Let's continue on. We have one more place to do. Now, I will say the actual inside and the walls are fine. I will have to remove some of the detail on the outside, but if you come... Oh, I don't like that. Nope. There we are, better. If you come in here, I mean, if you look at this, it's nice. Look, it's fine. It's designed okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it or anything like that. It looks fine. I don't think the interiors are the issue in this one. I feel like, well, the color scheme's a bit off. The floors are red color and the bricks an orange color. I don't mind this, but let's see if we can find something a bit more appropriate to the medieval times. I think the inside walls need to be changed from a brown. And all that flooring, pretty much the frame of all of this needs to change. From floor to stabilization. Also, what's up there? It looks like nothing's up there. We had to think of something to put up there. Something interesting. Oh, either way, this is our final building. I think the frame should go first. I'm going to go inside. First, I'm going to knock out all of these frames, take out whatever this is at the front that looks like a, well, it looks like a part of the lady that you do not want to be your door to look like. If you can see it, you can see it. If you can't, then you can't. Then we'll go in and destroy as much as possible because I think this is ugly. This is very ugly. Right. You have a lot of work to do, especially that floor. Why would you want blood floors? What is with that? Alright, let's get into it. This is the weirdest looking house I've ever seen. So I went around taking out all of the frames and all the floors, and this is all that's left. It's been interesting getting around, let's just say that. I had to take out this floor walls first and then come down here and do the same. We are going to have to remove all this and replace it with cupboards, and anything that's a table and chairs will be replaced. Other than that, the insides are pretty much going to stay the same. Just replacing basically cupboards with cupboards and kitchens. We're putting kitchens and tables and chairs. Yeah, so I'm thinking of doing a pretty much the same granite pillars I used for the farm area. I'm going to use here, and maybe some like granite bricks to do the outline with. I think that would be complementary to each other. I'm still not entirely sure what I'm going to do for the flooring, but it's definitely not going to be red. That's for sure. It might be oak. I do like a bit of oak paneling. We'll see what we can do with that. We'll see if there's any like other variants or something like that. Might do some wood paneling though. I just wanted to pause for a moment to show you this craziness. This is what happens. This is the in-between. This is Stranger Things. There are definitely some Stranger Things going on right now. There we go. This is actually one I'm proud of. I kind of like it. I think the pillars with the stone, I just think they all go together so well, or the granite. When you walk in here, and I get much more of a vibe of being in a medieval place. Now, the only thing I have to change is this, but yeah, it would be good. We're just gonna change those over just before we finish. But at the end of the day, I'm happy with this change. I think it's really good. I think it's really well done, and I'm giving myself a pat on the back, a nice little pat on the back. I think the changes were needed, especially in the shape of the hallways. They're a bit too cramped, so I took out a few pillars. All in all, this is exactly what we needed, which is good because we're running out of time. I have to go get into my outfit because it's time to go to Algazia. I'm going to go get into my case-working outfit. I'll see you in a moment. I have to look like a distinguished older wizard, I have to get myself all ready and glammed up. Well, here it is. It's my outfit. Isn't it cute? It's blue and it's got a little diamond, and I'm growing out my beard. I'm trying to, at least. It's coming along. I had to use a magic spell, but unfortunately it made it gray. Oh well, I look wizardy enough. Where am I? Hello? Hello? Oh my, there are a lot of people here. Oh, what is this strange building? Hello? Who are you? I'm the wizard!
You're a wizard?
Yes, the wizard!
Ooh.
Oh.
So what can you do as a wizard?
So you're the Shadow Collective, huh? Oh, interesting.
Yep.
Never met a Shadow Collective before. I just came through that portal over there. You set it up very nicely, I see.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, you wouldn't happen to have a smidgen of food now, would you?
Yeah, here.
Oh, why, thank you.
Anything.
Tasty. Oh, so, you're a collective. Who's the leader of this place?
Friendly was the lead, actually. Well, friendly too, but...
Oh, another friendly?
So yep.
Oh, I've met many friendlies on my travels. There are so many of them. Although I can't handle more than one in any time, at any given time. They're very, very loud. Well. We defeated Darius Locke, but that didn't seem to stop the corruption. Oh, well, it's not my problem anymore. Oh, it's my time to go. You see, I have other things to deal with. As a wizard, I have many universes to check out and check on. Oh, I hope they're okay. They'll have to get out of here. I did leave them the big portal up above. All they had to do is step through it, and then they'll make it to, whatever the world they're heading to. Oh well, they'll calibrate it properly, I'm sure. Well, that was just a few showings of the beautiful world that we have created as a community. And boy, have they built some interesting builds. I love a good teapot castle like the next person. However, It is time. It is time to destroy this gumball, or die trying. As a wizard, I have my wizard wand, and I'm going to cast a spell on this goddamn gumball. Goodness gracious, great balls of gum. Ready? Goodness gracious, great balls of gum! It landed over here. Oh my, oh jeez. Oh, it broke. The gumball broke everywhere. Is someone there? Hello? Oh my god, it's you! Oh! Oh! Yell, splash! Oh. Oh, hello there! Why did you bring me back to this place again? Hello, disembodied voice. So why were you hiding inside of a gumball, and why do I have to come back here so early? I mean, yes, I did have a bit of trouble, mind you. I got stuck in a world with survivors, and I had to find my way out. Oh, and then, of course, the candy magic issue. I told you candy magic likes to spread. I guess I should thank you for coming to get me. Though, did we have to drop up from, well, place so high? Maybe next time, don't drop me from up there. It's good to know you have my back, though. Anyway, hello, welcome back, guys. Hello. Today, well, I just got back from my adventures, and it's been a lot. I'm kind of tired, to be honest. But let's get into it. Let's go. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with all your friends. Don't forget to eat spaghetti, and let's get into this. Come on, hurry up. Up to. All right, now that it's daytime, we can get back into this. I had a nice rest, which was good for me, and honestly, I thought about a lot. I mean, you guys don't understand. I took my mission to Algazia. You know, I found a whole bunch of survivors there talking about zombies. I also heard about something called the Shadow Collective. Awful, yes. A battle between light and darkness, which, of course, I'm not involved in, so, you know, I didn't want to get involved. So I did help them escape, though, the survivors, and they, I don't know where they ended up. I'm hoping they're safe, but as I was creating the portal, my magic kind of went all wonky and strange. I thought nothing of it, but now I fear because, well, I ended up in a new world, and candy magic had completely infected my body. I was a candy child for quite some time. It was awful. Oh, God. Oh, memories. Oh, God. And yes, I had to ask for a witch's help, a demon's help, skeletal things help, and all kinds of things. Eventually, I got my magic to work again, and, well, I'm getting back here. However, I don't know what happened to those survivors. I'm sure they're fine, you know. I'm sure they're good. They're alive, doing well, perhaps. Oh, well. But yes, and I even had a discussion through an orb chat with some of the Council of Wizards, and they said I should consider making a group, you know, making a group of people and to come together, and I'll consider it. You know, I still got to do my write-ups and all my documentation for my newest project. But first, this needs a bit of an upgrade. Now, I don't want to touch the sign, and in fact, I do not want to touch the inside. I think the inside has this a good feeling to it, you know? It has a feeling of like a darkness and fear, which I think is great. I may replace the gray walls with something else, of course, because, you know, it's quite smooth concrete, and I don't believe that concrete is very well, good in a medieval build, and obviously there's a lot of it. We'll find something that's more complementary to this wart, or crimson wart, I believe it's called. I think it's gray all the way up too. Yes, it is. So we're going to replace the gray with probably a different color, something that goes better with the reds that's in here, and to make it, you know, look more evil, I suppose. Being that they say that they're not evil. Ow! That hurt. And of course, we're going to replace all of this. All of that's going to replace. These are going to replace with the glowstone lanterns, these ones. And I don't know what this is going to be replaced with. Probably wood. We'll do wood all the way around. We'll go with dark wood, you know. And yeah, may replace these with something a bit better. I think because usually I wouldn't do this, but we haven't seen dark oak in a while. I might consider doing that one. Anywho, let's get right into it. Let's go. I think the first thing we're going to have to do is exactly what we did to that poor townhouse. Removing all the foundation and the walls, the pillars, everything like that. And then we'll go into it after that. You know, we do have this one over here, so we're going to be doing a lot of removing. And then we'll talk through anything else we might want to change, you know? Some changes that might need to happen. All right, I think we're good. Maybe we're not. And I also will have time to think over the documentation for the newest project. Oh, and I settled on a name. I'm thinking of calling it the Hourglass. You know, it sounds kind of cool. You know, time, hourglass, yes. I do need to find some, get myself a secretary, you know. My documentation is out of order, absolutely out of order. They sent me a few names, and one of them is interesting, but I don't think we're going to get along. Anywho, let's get into this. Let's go. This is a bigger project than I thought it was going to be. You know what? We got rid of all the pillars here. Not on that one yet, but all the pillars are gone, which is good. We're going to have to remove, well, I guess those pillars are still here. We're going to have to replace them with something. I think maybe a dark red wood, a red cherry maybe. But also we're going to have to replace some of these floors. Like, I don't mind this so much. I think it's kind of giving, like, you know, office building. But I would also like to change any of the smooth stone into like a wood or something like that, or a brick. Probably a wood, to be honest. Oh, but yes, there are areas that really need a big. Oh God! Oh, the staircase is terrifying. Usually there's like a pillar, so you can you know, oh God, stick to the pillar. But no, there's just a small area, tiniest of area that you can use. And basically any smooth stone on the roofs. Most of them don't have that, but some of them do. I think no. Oh, well, all of this has to go. Tables and chairs, a kitchen over there. Right. I think we should focus first on getting the pillars in. Let's figure out what type of wood. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck would? Well, now this is looking good. We have all the frames in. All the frames are put in. We've got a few of the roofs as well. But, yeah, the more I put on, the more I realize this gray is just not working for these walls. It doesn't even really work for the inside. If you look at the inside, it's got browns and grays and reds. And then all you see, well, they kind of covered up this wall, didn't they? They covered up. The interior decorator who did this covered up the wall. That's how bad it was. They really didn't want to see it. That's how bad it was. So we're going to be replacing it. And this is going to take me a while to remove all the walls and replace them with a different material. And honestly, I'm happy that we got all the frames in, but now it's time to figure out what kind of wall we want. Time to look through some material. Alright, I have three options here. Do I want to go with the darkish brownish red, which would go against the grain like that? Do I want to go with a brighter orangey? It's more orange than really. Or do I want to go the grays, the dark grays? It's kind of hard. I am leaning more towards this one, actually. I'm leaning more towards the browny red, just because with brown red, it will blend in with the walls a bit more. But do I want it to stand out, you know? Do I want it to be still this gray, but like in brick form? And the gray's so different, though. Is there a black one? Ooh, okay, here's the black. It's a lot darker. It's a little bit darker than that. I think the black and... I do like black and red. As a combination, I do think black and red do go together the best. And as much as I don't like the darkness of this, I think because there's so many black aspects inside that aren't dark gray, I think they'll actually go a bit better. I could always find something darker in the black category, but who knows, it might blend a bit too much. Alright, final option is this one. It's probably it's darker than this by a little bit. And you know what? I actually do like that. That's the wood panels. That's ebony logs. So we're going to collect a whole bunch of ebony logs and replace it. I think it's really the darkest point, and it will really stand out against this, but it also will blend in more with the inside. Alright, decisions have been made. I am confident with these decisions, and hopefully it will look good. Now we have to replace every single piece here. Oh, God. You don't understand how long this is taking. This is taking like ages. Hours upon hours of labor. Oh, boo-hoo. Oh, boo-hoo. Anywho, let's stop whining and get it done. Well, after many, many problems, fears, destruction, pain, so much pain, suffering, problems with this and that, and technical problems as well, things sparking and powers going out, we finally got it done. Well, the building. We still have a bit of an issue. The inside. Now, remember how I said that the inside would be easy? Yeah, well, I was wrong. There's a lot of things that actually need to be replaced in the inside, including all this brick, that. But then when we get into the main building, that's where the horrors really start. You see, we've got chairs that aren't chairs, which I don't mind these chairs staying there, but these need to be turned into real chairs. Things in here, there's a lot of non-chairs, and there's a lot of smooth stone that needs to be turned into planks. There's so many bits and pieces. So many small details. This is our final build and our final piece, and I can't just simply be willy-nilly about it. Willy nor nilly is going to be affected by this. All the details must be complete and perfect. So, we're going to go in. We're going to replace some of the furniture. We got some the chairs. We got some chairs here. Got the perfect chairs. We're going to replace the desks and tables, and we've got an upstairs kitchen to deal with, too. We've got this entire meeting room to deal with. I mean, look at all these chairs. Look at all of them. Oh, jeez. We've got to replace everything with tables as well. We have some dark oak tables. And then, of course, as I said before, this kitchen. Look at it. Oh, it's very, very crowded. So I'm definitely going to replace a lot of the crowd and clutteredness. But, yes, we have a lot to get to. Don't worry. This will be a simple task. Simple that it will take 10 hours. But simple enough. Ah, we're so close to the finish line. So close to the end. Oh, I'm so looking forward to it. Oh. Yes, we're almost done. And there we have it. We have finished the office building, given it the old little touch. Honestly, I'm happy that it's finally done. When we come inside, you can see already the changes right here. We've got this these chairs, which is nice. I wonder if I should change that to the red one, because I've done the red ones in all the others, but I don't know. Maybe. Come in here. We've got all the chairs with the cabinets, and that's been changed. I feel like the biggest change is in the next couple of rooms, to be honest. Like if you see here, this is completely different. Lots of chairs, lots of tables, instead of like, you know, putting stairs and such. And then we come to the next floor. Look at this kitchen. Look at this. I cut like the table to chairs like in half, because I just believe there didn't need to be so many. There might be a lot of people working here, but there's a ridiculous amount of space. In fact, I might even kill those at some point. Maybe. Then we come up to the torture room, which I don't understand why he needs it, so I'm going to use it as like a magic room. But it's lovely. It's lovely. Big table. Big table to put lots of potions on. That's exactly what I'm going to be doing. And finally, the office. It's a nice little office. You know what? I like this. I like that. I don't know what it stands for, but I think it's nice. So here we go. It's definitely a nice office. It's going to be my office when I'm in this world. Of course, I am going to be moving all around the world. I'm going to be going over different places, different dimensions, different universes, parallel universes. So I'm going to need an office everywhere. But nice to come back to somewhere, you know, just every now and then. I even put a little bit of myself in it. You see those little arcane crystals? Oh, isn't it lovely? But yes, we are finished. We're done with this world. Wait, I can jump down here, can't I? Oh! Yay! 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 But no, for now we're done here. We've done everything that we need to do. Oh, it's wonderful. We've finally finished the makeover of this world. Just think, it was such a big city before. Oh my, such a big town. This is going to be difficult. You know, I have to say goodbye to you, disembodied voice. Who knows? I may see you again one day. But for now, I have to go. I have to go plan the hourglass. Get some stuff ready, because in 100 years, we're actually going to have it go forward. Well, around that time. You know, it takes a while to get a project through the magic system. But this is wonderful. I'm so happy I have a nice place to live. And I cannot wait to see you again soon. So, without further ado, I think we should look over everything that we've done. Everything that's changed. Everything that's different. You know, past to present. And just enjoy it. Take a moment in, you know. See everything that we've changed as a team. You and I, disembodied voice. You know, you told me that I suck, and I listened. I did. And now it doesn't suck as much. And look at all this color. Beautiful colors. Before it was a concrete jungle or wasteland or whatever they call it. And now it's full of colors and whimsy. Exactly how I like it. Especially that bit over there. I mean, that did inspire my look. It inspired the colors of my robes. My new robes. But until next time, I do want to say thank you so much for being here, disembodied voice. And hopefully I'll see you in the future. Who knows? I might see you in the hourglass. Oh, wouldn't that be wonderful? See you very soon. Goodbye. So long. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with all your friends. Tell everyone. And don't forget to eat the spaghetti. Goodbye, my friends. I'm going to miss you. Let's have a look.